Hi, everybody. We here at McStabber Studios appreciate you tuning in to see our tabletop RPG streams. Some of the content of our streams may be a bit mature and cause emotional responses in viewers. We really take the well-being of our viewers very seriously, and we want you to do what you need to if something triggers you. Mute the stream, take a break, or just skip an episode. Otherwise, if you decide to stay tuned in, we are available in chat during the streams to talk you through it if you need that. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy this game session.
Greetings and salutations, kinfolk, licks, skin thieves, trailer park enthusiasts. Thank you for coming. My name's Ravenya, and I am the storyteller for our Werewolf the Apocalypse game.
Hi, I'm Beth. Find me on the socials at Drop Stitch Witch. I'm playing Chase.
I'm Joni Varnish. You can find me on socials as Joni Varnish, and I am playing Natasha Midfield.
My name is Caleb, goes Plaguewinds. I'll be playing Garrett tonight.
And I'm Relyn Dare, and I am playing Siobhan Carey tonight.
Excellent. We know everybody's here. We're about to get down and dirty. Again, sacrificing myself to the gods, this time with Little Red by Martin House. Oh, that's good. Much better than the Four Loko.
There's not much that isn't better than Four
Yeah, I was
Loko.
going to say, that's not much of an accomplishment from what I hear.
So, my werewolf pups, do you all remember where we were?
Yeah, in a shit show. But
That's one way to put it, yeah.
Running away from a weird pig thing.
yeah, there is a skull pig that had just barreled down on the three of us ladies. Siobhan had dodged out of the way. Chase had nearly escaped it. Took a little bit of damage. Natasha basically got full, frontal, but she, I believe, was able to soak it. And the pig ended up denting the door behind us. Garrett was parkouring up to the control room, and Johan had already made his way there. So
He was making his way on the ground to the side.
Okay.
So he had not been able to reach the control room just yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I was
anyways,
almost there. Almost had it all.
You were pretty good. This is me testing the memory of my players for, it being over a month. Almost 2 months now.
And how many games have I played since then?
Oodles, so much. But yeah. Natasha had already hacked Siobhan's phone and got wonderful text messages about Siobhan's cousin being in town and is now missing. Siobhan doesn't know this yet, so sucks to suck. Garrett's winding his way up the wall, digging his claws in concrete style, parkouring. And Chase dodged out of the way. Natasha got hit, but she was able to roll out of the way. So the giant pig monster, which I always tend to reference Princess Mononoke when it comes to skull pigs, the demonic pig that you see at the front in the start of the movie with all the weird worms and stuff crawling out of it. Yeah, that kind of fits it. And I still have y'all's initiative order. So that's kind of great. So if I remember correctly, we made it through a full round set.
Yes, we did.
So the way this goes, and I will reiterate just for everyone, who has the highest initiative order in the good guys versus the bad guys actually gets to hear what everyone else is going to do and then gets to decide exactly how they want to plan that through. The skull pig is going to try and turn around to make a beeline run. It's kind of looking for a full-scale target. And Natasha, since you're close enough to it, you hear a deep rumbling voice. Must kill, must kill, must kill. As it goes to charge, shockingly trying to ignore Natasha, even though you're probably going to get smacked by its tail. It's going to make a beeline run across the area. Because as y'all should remember, y'all are in a meat packing facility, and this is where they were usually filing the cows into the slaughterhouse. And yeah, it's going to make a beeline run across the way. It seems like it's aiming to cause problems for Garrett, who's running up the wall. So it's aiming to try and cause problems there. Siobhan, you howled last time. And I'm not even going to make you roll a perception check, but you hear 2 howls of message received.
Not going to howl again. It's time to get down to business.
Mm-hmm.
I have alerted those that might be inclined to help if they so choose.
Mm-hmm.
So I need my husband to stop doing what he's doing so I can actually see the screen. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you detail what you want to do, and then I'll let everyone go for a full circle, and you'll get the option to change things.
Okay, so basically what I'm planning to do now that the pig has gone past me, it's basically starting its turn to go do a run.
Mhm.
I am wanting to take this advantage to run myself towards the room, the
Okay.
control room. And if I can get to it, I will start I will try to leap if it's something I can leap, or if there's something I can stand on to leap to it, or I will try to basically claw my way up the wall.
All right. You do not have the city running
No, I do not.
gift. All right, so this is going to make it a little tricky for you because
Mhm.
it is up in the air. It's a good 30 feet up. You kind of see the glass window. It's on the other side, and you I'll give you this. You kind of see where there's like a ladder that would lead up into it from here, but you know that's not usually the normal way you would get into this control room.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to take the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to make
That's
it a
my-
little bit easier.
That's my plan, my intent. Now, whether I can accomplish all that in this turn, we'll see.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because that is a lot of room to cover, but you are in Krenos, so
Right.
that gives you advantages. All right, next up is actually going to be, I believe it's Johan, but Johan was going to turn, he gave, Johan's player gave me specific instructions. He was going to try and open seal on the control room. So I will go ahead and roll that for him. Let me find it. I forgot to open his sheet. That was bad of me. There we go. Seal. It's gotta spend a gnosis and also roll gnosis based on local. Yeah. That is not a good roll for Johan. So he spends the gnosis. And you see him kind of reach out, and he's kind of doing a weird chant. And you kind of see this little magic raccoon show up for just a second. And it leaps at the door and tries to jury rig the door open, and it just doesn't work. It gets knocked back. All right, the next up, or I should say that's what he was going to do. The next up, I believe, is Caleb.
All right. So I guess Garrett's more like in mid-scene on the wall.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So continue climbing to where I can
It's-
get down on like a catwalk to get over to that door.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're
Yep.
doing, so that's
And
perfectly
I believe
fine.
I believe I'm in Krynos form. Yeah, I'm in Krynos
You
form
are
right
in
now. Yeah.
Krynos. You've shifted. I remember correctly. All right. All right. And I believe it's Natasha and Chase. They go at the exact same time. So whoever wants to state your actions first can.
I actually have a quick question regarding if I was to step sideways, move to a different location in the Umbra, and then step back over, would I be now in the equivalent location? Like, could I get into the room that way?
You do not know, but you do know that the Umbra kind of has a mirroring effect for this world versus the spirit world. So you can try.
I would like to try. At least
All
see
right.
what's on the other side.
We will get to that. Natasha, what is your intention?
City running. Excuse me. City running, going up. I have my gun out. Shoot the door or shoot the lock open.
Okay. So you're going to be doing the city running as well. All right. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, Glasswalker, we got to run the city somehow, you know?
I know. Trying to remember
Y'all
if you have to
city
spend
slickers.
anything.
We have
Yeah,
our
you have to
points.
spend a point of rage.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, just making sure. And remember, it's your temporary rage, not your actual rage.
Done and done.
Gotcha. So, yeah. All right. Siobhan, do you have any alterations to your plan?
No, no, because I have a lot of ground. Oh, I'm not muted.
No.
He said I was
Thank you.
muted. So no, I actually intend to do my plan because I do have quite a bit of ground to cover.
All right.
And I'll be
So-
basically trying to dodge this pig that's charging.
Yep. And let me pull up my
And if I have to, I will leap on its back and launch myself off of it.
That makes sense. I completely understand that.
Not even sorry I had bacon for dinner tonight now.
No, I say we
Nope.
take the gas and make it bacon.
All right. So what we're going to do is you're going to do a Dex Athletics.
Okay.
This is it's a combination for the distance and also dodging Mr. Oink Oink.
Okay.
And the difficulty is going to be a 7.
That is 3 successes.
All right, 3 successes. That's a complete success in my book. So you successfully dodge out of the way of Mr. Oink Oink, who's going full barrel tilt, who in the process kind of hooks its horns up and scoops up Johann because it's right in the way.
Mm.
And he's not breaking stride. He's trying to flip him right off.
Okay.
And you can see from looking at Johann, the moment this thing touches him, you see this weird black corrosiveness start to come up Johann's body. All right, I will roll for Johann to soak. He does soak a couple of those levels. So you see Johann go flippity-doo over the back. He does have the gas can, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes careening off.
Which direction did that go?
It's going to go to the left, so it's going to go towards the control room.
Okay, is it heading towards the direction I'm going, or more towards the side that Garrett is?
It's more towards the side that Garrett is. In the process of this, like I said, Mr. Oink Oink is not
Stopping.
So he's aiming to hit the wall where Garrett is. So I'm also going to need a Dex athletics roll from Garrett.
The lightning reflexes kick in here.
I believe it should. That makes sense.
I guess I am, except I am on a wall, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll let you. I think Garrett's been in enough rough and tumble situations to where I think that would work.
So that takes out that one.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. And 10's a reroll. Okay, 4.
All right, so yeah, it misses you, but it's like a hair's breadth as you run through. So it's like you just barely climb up high enough in your run to where it just whirr, and you feel the wall reverberate and you see some of the concrete start falling.
As my leg gets up right out of the way, hits the
Yeah,
wall.
That's exactly
And I
what
hang on.
happens.
I just give it this angling and I spit on it like.
All right, Garrett, you're going to successfully make it to the catwalk because 4 successes, I feel like that warrants you making it through.
Cool.
All right.
So then, okay.
Johan, since he tumbled, he actually didn't even get his gift off correctly. So you kind of see the raccoon there for a second and it just fizzles. So even though I rolled it, he failed the roll, so this is great for theme. All right, and Chase, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. You're going to have to roll your gnosis to be able to shift through. The difficulty here is an 8.
Okay. And it's just my gnosis, nothing else?
Just your gnosis, nothing
Okay.
else.
Can I burn a willpower with my iron will ability to get 2 automatic successes? Or do I do that after I've rolled?
I'll let you do it.
I'm really happy I did because I have no successes on my roll, but with my iron will, I have 2.
Did you get any ones?
Oh, actually, yes, I did. I got
Ones
1
take
wand.
away successes.
So I have 1 success.
It's okay. It's okay. So you go to shift and you feel the pull and it doesn't feel very nice. The world is trying to reject you doing this. But you successfully make it over, but you don't have enough time to move.
Okay.
But on this side, things look really weird. And in fact, where the door is, you see a interesting centipede-like creature that's kind of working its way in and out of the walls. It's dark, it's disgusting looking, and it smells of taint.
Fun times. I mean, that's all I can do?
That's all you can do. You were able to get over there. If you had gotten full-scale successes on that, you would have been able to move. I would have let you.
Sounds good.
All right, Natasha, you burned the rage so that you could run and get to the catwalk. Let's do Dex Athletics just to make sure that you can leap successfully to that catwalk. It's not a hard thing, so difficulty
No.
6.
Okay. And can I search?
Did you say search or surge?
Surge. Can I surge my dex or no? Or am I able to?
I'll let you for...
Okay. And dip at 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's a 5.
Okay, so you successfully flip over onto the catwalk very graciously. For some reason, I have the feeling Garrett's looking over and going, show off. Just a little bit. That's what comes to mind.
Let's get up.
Yeah.
Sorry? I mean, not
you-
sorry, but sorry?
Natasha, you saw Chase shift over. I think
Mhm.
everyone else is too focused on what's going on.
Okay. And then she's gonna try and take a aim at the door handle to try and pop
All
the
right.
lock with the gun.
All right. All right. Trying to remember. I've got this nice handy cheat sheet. Remember, it's going to be dex and firearms.
Mhm.
Yeah, the difficulty is going to be 7 because that's how I roll if you're doing an aimed call shot like that.
Okay. I get to roll that one because I didn't recommend.
Mhm.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so you all see this. Natasha kind of stands up there, lifts the gun, and yeah, it's like nothing. Bam! And you just see the lock get popped. Siobhan, you were running your way that way with the ladder and everything, so you hear that very distinctively in your ear. Because you make it to the ladder, and you kind of see the door kind of swinging.
Perfect. Perfect. Natasha came up near Garrett, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So right under them is the gas can with the rags.
Yeah.
As I run towards the door, I'm going to holler, Natasha, light your lighter and drop it on the gas. But yeah, I'm going in.
Okay, so you're going to go in. All right, next up. Well, the skull pig, since seeing that his prey has kind of disappeared from areas it can reach, is going to focus his focus on Johann, who's still trying to get up from everything. So that's what's going to happen here. Next up is Garrett. What's Garrett going to do? What is his intentions? I can't hear you.
Okay, there. How far away is the door to the control room from like where I am now?
From the catwalk and the way you did it, you're about 25 feet straight line.
Okay. So I guess
And you can even see in the glass now that you're up high enough. The glass looked kind of glowy and frosted from below, but in here you see Malk and Krynos.
oh, okay.
But you understand that, Skin Thief peeled his flesh and is
That's right,
now.
yeah. All right, so Garrett's gonna he gets up there, he kind of lowers himself, looks right at the door, and he hears this guttural growl, which I'm not
Mhm.
gonna do because I don't want to wake up my house.
Understand?
And then he does like he pounces. I know he can't pounce quite 20 feet.
Yeah.
Pounces and just runs at the door and hopefully just kind of like bull rush the door right down.
Oh, so you're going to say he's going to go into a full leap sprint, kind of like you see
Yep.
in the werewolf movies? Okay, I got you.
I'm not
We will
ruin. I
get-
gotta
Yeah.
do it the aggressive way.
Yes, you do. Garrett's Garrett. Wouldn't want it any other way. He may be stinky, but he at least gets shit done. All right. Now we're back to Chase and Natasha. Whichever one of you wants to go first.
I'll let Chase go first.
Okay. Other than the weird caterpillar thing, which is weird, do I see anything of note that might give me some indication on what they're doing here? Or like
The
a way
ground.
of can I see anything like where the control room would be? I should
You
say.
kind of see where it is. It kind of has this weird, dark, twisted kind of tower look to it. See, everything on this side is kind of a reflection of the other side. But you can tell this place is worm tainted, and there's a little voice in your head that says maybe you shouldn't have done what you did. Because as you're standing there, you kind of feel the ground start to kind of grab at your feet. And that caterpillar is not a caterpillar, it's a centipede.
Oh, centipede.
Yeah.
Caterpillar.
And it's
Um,
okay, similar body type. But you kind of see it and it does notice you. And you kind of see the pinsters click click and there's like venom dripping.
Okay, she's going to basically scream, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Go running and then shift sideways back to or sit
Okay,
sideways.
you're gonna try
Trying to
and
go
run
back.
and
It's like,
go
oh,
back.
this did not work out.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping I could tiger away into that room, but they got in. So
Yeah. All right. Natasha, what's up with you?
She'll go right. She's gonna go ahead right into the door to get into the control room.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now to go back to Siobhan when she howled, all of a sudden there are some windows that are high up, and all of a sudden you see from two different sides a full-blown Krynos jumps through. Black fur with red frosting all across. Garrett, I think you might know this one. In
Yes, I
fact,
do.
this is a big motherfucker.
Ooh, that might frenzy me, actually.
I'm gonna make you roll a frenzy check.
Yep.
And the other side, you see a giant direwolf. Black fur, green eyes. Siobhan, it almost reminds you of the direwolves of legend from Irish folk tales.
Hmm. So, in the pecking order of things, if Siobhan notices Garrett basically growl and start to do his lunge
Mm-hmm.
towards the door, she's going to let him take point on it.
All right, so you're
So,
gonna hold.
I'm going to
and
hold back
wait.
to let him invade first.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I don't want to be in
Alright.
his way.
All right. Skull Pig is gonna turn around and attempt to make mincemeat out of Johann again. Skull Pig's going first. All right. We've got some soak. All right. So you see the Skull Pig turn, and it just goes full trample. It's trying to go after Johann since he's the only thing available on the ground. Johann's starting to look a little bad, which kind of lets you know how powerful this thing is. As you know, you could get hit by a truck as long as it's not silver and you could make it out. That is easy. This is something completely different on a higher level.
Oh, yes.
All right. So you growl, you're starting to make your run towards this, and that's when you notice the glass shatter. And that's when you see the red talon that destroyed your father figure.
Yep. Yep.
And so I do need you to roll frenzy for me.
All right. Where's it?
Let's see, I think I might have.
All right, I forget. What is the frenzy check?
1 second. I do have a ton of this stuff put in sheets to try and help mitigate.
Thought I wrote it down, but I don't see it.
I thought I had it written down too.
I think it's a willpower and
I think it's willpower.
I think it's just willpower.
Yeah, it's just willpower, yeah. Difficulty's going to be really high on this because you know who that is.
Cool. What's the difficulty?
We're going to make it an 8.
Okay, so I got 1.
All right, so you turn and you kind of see him, and the only thing you can think about is this motherfucker hunched over Craig, eating him.
Yep.
Yeah, tearing him apart. And yeah, that really fills you with a lot of anger, but you understand you have a job to do.
Garrett's eyes like flash.
Yeah.
Pretty much like blood red at this point
Yeah.
as he sees that thing. And then as that happens, boom, that's when I hit the door.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you slam against that door, and let me see, a slam like that is going to probably be strength. And we're going to put it as athletics or brawl, depending on which one's higher for you.
They're the same for me, so
Yeah.
I'll go the brawl way. That seems more Garrett way.
It seems more thematic.
Not good. What's the difficulty on this?
The difficulty for glass is probably going to be about, well, it is in a meat packing facility, so we're going to go for 6.
I'm going to spend the willpower.
Okay. That gives you, if I remember correctly, with Chase, it gives her 2. That means it gives you 1 success.
1, yep. And that's all I got, 1.
So you slam, you do break halfway through this glass. You don't completely fuck up, but you do get through there. And thankfully, this glass isn't silver or anything like that. So
The momentary almost frenzying that
that shoved you off
threw him
your
off
game.
kilter. Yep.
That's all right. Siobhan's right behind you.
Yeah. Siobhan is right behind you. And go on, Siobhan. You're running in, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're gonna be able to break through the door because that's the way you were coming.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see this being parading as Mal. And he's just as big as Mal is. So he's a hard thumping country boy Philodog. So
of course
he stands he's standing good 10 feet. Though you do notice something, he's a little thinner than what Mal is. So he's not as sturdy as, and he kind of jumps a little bit because you see the claws come out. He was focused on Garrett here,
and then
you swing through.
This big red monster comes through the door with claws out and teeth just drooling with teeth showing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because she is just angry at what this fucker's done.
Are you intending to do more than move into the space?
Oh, no, I'm intending to lunge at him.
Okay, so we're going to go full-on attack.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me bring up the handy-dandy cheat sheet for this.
And I will be trying to do, whatever I can. Claws, teeth, it don't matter.
All right. So let's go for the claw first, because the claw's going to have higher damage.
Okay.
So it's Dex plus Brawl.
Ooh, that's actually a surprisingly good roll for me in Rhinos form.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy how powerful Garu are. Difficulty is going to be 7 because of his stamina.
Don't roll lots of 1s. That's what happened.
Remind me again, what does it mean when I get 10s?
You get to re-roll them here.
Okay.
Even though there's no, specialization for that stuff.
Okay.
I roll that you can re-roll that stuff, even though
that
the book
is
says not.
6 successes.
Ooh. That's excellent. So that means 6 damage. All right. I want you to take your strength plus 2. So whatever your strength is, I want you to add 2 dice to that and give me a roll.
All right.
That is your Krynos strength, because your strength in Krynos goes up. I just want to make sure. This is the first time you're getting to actually smack a bitch.
Yes, I am.
Let's just play Prodigy Smack My Bitch Up now, please. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we'd put it. This is exactly the arena I would put it in.
Actually, would totally be dancing with the beat and everything, just smacking shit.
Okay, so I rolled 9 dice. I got a 10.
All right.
I have 8 successes.
All right. That's what we would call 8 levels.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's claw, this is really, really meant to hurt. So we're going to see how much this soaks.
That's a big die pool there.
Yeah.
Please no soak.
Please no soak. Let me just eviscerate him.
It only soaks 1. That's...
Uh-oh.
I smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah, you went full scale.
I'm not sorry, boom. Well then, that's how you really feel. You were that pinned up, weren't you?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm getting laid tonight, y'all.
Oof. That's heavy. All right, so...
That's deep, actually.
Very deep for Gaia. All right, so you go in, and you're just going full scale.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, you've play fought with Mel a little bit. You
Mhm.
know he can take his
Mhm.
stuff. This guy, he ain't Mel.
No, because Mal was
can
the one who
tell.
would have taught me how to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see the claws come in and they just sink in, and it's kind of weird because you see the skin that he's wearing rip like tissue paper.
Mhm.
And you see this weird, sickeningly yellow blood start pouring out from the wounds.
Mhm.
And you've mauled him. You've mauled him up good. He is staggering back and he hits the floor.
Good.
This is one of those things that took a combat that was, I thought was going to last a total of 5 rounds and turned it into a non-combat almost. He's bleeding. Natasha, you get in there. Chase, go ahead and roll your gnosis. I'll let you do this at the same time so that we can do this for expediency.
All right. Same difficulty?
Yes, same diff.
In that case, I have 2 successes.
All right, you do shift over and you kind of see things have changed a little over here. Garrett's hanging out a window. You see 2 other werewolves. One in full-scale Krynos form and one in the Hypso form. And you see this
away for a
bright yellow
moment.
splatter across the window. Natasha, what are you doing once you get in there and you see this?
If Siobhan is free or Siobhan's clear of sight, she's gonna take a shot at him.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I am doing Dex plus firearms, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
And he's down on the floor, so it's going to make it easier. So this is, technically, I'm going to put this as a difficulty 5.
Oh, good. I love it when men are on their backs. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
You did, and I perfectly appreciate it.
Hi, Dad. Not really. That's another 5. Cause
All right.
dodge this. Boom.
Yeah. All right, you roll. You do hit. I got a question. Does your gun have silver ammo?
Hell to the yes.
All right. So you shoot him. The head splatter. He sees the bullet coming, and he's like, "You're not gonna make it out of here alive." And the shot hits.
Survey says you're wrong.
And while this is all going on, you see the other 2 Geru that are here trying to wrangle the skull pig. Chase, you take particular notice of this. The Geru that's in Hypso form seems to trot along and go to the side, and then it's like an instant. It's almost pure poetry, and you see this person shift from Hypso to Krynos and kind of grab one of the legs of Mr. Oink Oink and flip it. And you know that's a Kalindo move.
Like, okay, where'd you learn that? Does he look familiar at all?
It is female. But the fur is jet black, bright green eyes.
If I look around, I know you mentioned earlier that Johann wasn't looking good.
Oh yeah, Johann is not looking good. In fact, the pig has been so focused on him because Johann's been down on the floor, he has begun to eat him.
I will run over and I will use Mother's Touch and spend a gnosis to.
When you get close enough to see this, you see these black tendrils ripping its way in and out of Johann's body. You get the sense that it would be a bad idea to touch him.
Oh crap! I'm assuming, is that the taint?
That is the taint that skull pigs carry with them. You've heard kind of legends of the great wereboars they used to be and how werewolves hunted them to death. The only ones of the great werewolves that are left are the ones that committed themselves to the worm and turned into this. Even even clawing and scratching at their flesh brings some of that taint onto yourself.
Do I know of any way to purge the taint out of Johann?
I'll let you make an ancestral spirit roll for this, so you can question your ancestors.
Just my ancestors' background, or was there anything else I should roll with that?
Gnosis plus your ancestors' background.
And the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be a 7. This is ancient knowledge you're kind of pulling from the ether.
That is 6 successes.
Oh, wow. You do know of an entity that could clear worm taint. That would be the werebears, which Garu have hunted to almost non-existence. There's maybe one in the United States. And even then, if you were to go and find that one,
Would he be willing?
he probably wouldn't be willing to help you. Because they're solitary creatures, which made it easy for Garu to hunt down and kill. But you know that they were great healers.
So, no way of curing the taint. Okay, this can be interesting. I will keep an eye on him while I see what everyone else is doing, and try and stay away from the pig myself.
The skull pig has basically just started nomming on him. Parts, viscera, all this is happening at once.
But the other wolf has
Had him
got the pig.
flicked.
Okay.
Yeah, so it got pulled away, and you kind of see that there's 3/4 of Johann still there. It's not very friendly. Everyone
So there's basically he's still alive, and he's
alive, but you can see he's incapacitated, and you're like, Garu healing can't heal this.
so there's no way he's coming back.
There is no way, from what you can see.
The call that I can't make without everyone else's input, but he might be a mercy. Old Yellering.
Mm-hmm. And the other Garu has kind of come up and is trying to also help the one that was doing Kalindo on trying to keep this thing distracted.
Yeah, is there anything like long and pokey that I could try to help them and get out my anger for seeing a friend go down?
You would there are some rails that you could try and rip, but it's just plain steel with strength. You could probably do something.
Yeah, that's
but
what you should do.
I will get back to you on that. We're
Yeah.
going to go back up to the control room. You kind of look at this terrible mess, and you see the form kind of shrink. So the skin stays the same. So you see Mal Krynos skin, but you see a body inside shrink down to normal humanoid proportions. And you all think, who has the highest intelligence amongst you? I don't think it's Siobhan. Siobhan don't win that game.
No.
I have a 4.
All right, Natasha, I'm gonna have you roll an intelligence. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Intelligence investigation.
Siobhan isn't going to stop hitting him.
You're just aggressively
Ripping him to
I
shreds.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Natasha ain't touching that. Go for it.
Yeah. I've seen Natasha kind of back away.
Natasha's just like,
Siobhan is going to rip that fucker to shreds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
by all means. What was my diff? I'm sorry.
The difficulty is going to be an 8.
Okay. That is a 3.
Okay. You realize you just killed your the only person that could tell you what's going on.
Yeah, that figures. That checks. 100%.
Yeah.
When she looks around at the controls, is there any way she can make heads or tails out of this?
You know, you notice on one of the monitors there is a man in a white room.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to be, he's older than Siobhan, but there is a distinctive familial resemblance. And he's kind of nervously pacing. He's looking rather scared.
He's in human form, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Being Natasha does have dedicated clothes, she will shift back into Hamid.
Mm-hmm.
And being that's her natural breed anyhow.
Yeah, you don't have to pay anything to go into it. Yeah.
And she will go to the screen.
Yeah.
And try and get his attention.
This is just playing video out,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Is there any way for her to try and plug and play to find out what this is?
You
Or
can plug and play intelligence plus technology.
Yeah.
Difficulty is going to be an 8. And yeah, Garrett, you're seeing Siobhan go absolutely butt-fuck crazy on this. You saw her claw this thing, bring it down, before you could even touch him.
Garrett's like in the window and about the claw. Siobhan just burst in and got
Yeah.
Oh.
And they call it puppy love.
And Garrett just kind of, and Siobhan just goes hacking at it. Garrett just takes a moment looking. This is awesome. But then a memory what's outside laughs like, oh, this is awesome. And then I stare back. And I want to...
You get a full-scale view. You see, you know, this fucker from your past is trying his best to help distract this. Garrett, you recognize the other werewolf.
Do.
Yes, that is Xandra.
Oh.
She doesn't normally shift a lot, but you recognize that form.
I have her.
If you
Okay.
recall from the beginning, she's the one that, in essence, convinced them to allow you to go through this and let it count as your trial.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, old guys, if that helps. Jog
And
them
she's
memory.
the one
That's
doing
right.
Clorinda?
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
think
I was
what
unaware
Garrett...
that she knew how.
No, you didn't know.
I think what Garrett would do is after watching Siobhan pretty much destroy this guy, I would look back to the Talon. I would try and howl to get his attention, and then I'd point the fang at him and go, "You."
It does look at you while it's trying to keep this thing pinned. It kind of goes, now's not the time.
All right.
Natasha, how many successes did you get on your plug and play roll?
I got 3.
Success. All right, so you actually are able to turn on multiple monitors in this thing. So you turn, there are multiple monitors that start coming on, and you see one monitor on the side shows a pack of skull pigs. We're talking like 6 of them.
That's so good. That's so good. Really bad.
You kind of recognize the area. It's maybe a few miles out from the cairn.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Oh,
On
fuck.
the you still see that scared young individual on the other side, you kind of look in, and it's weird. It looks like a prison of some sort.
She will turn around and wait. She will turn around and observe and see if Siobhan's like done being the absolute fuck out of this person. Looks like she's done. She's gonna walk over to Siobhan, just gently, ever so soft, silky smooth, touchy on the shoulder, because don't need to get hit by my friend, but just gently tap her on the shoulder and point to the guy pacing back and forth and kind of like make the sign of relative? Question mark.
All right.
And then point up to the pack of pigs.
Yeah. Okay, Siobhan. How
the howl that Garrett did might probably brought me back. Yeah, brought me back to what I'm doing and where I am, and realizing that I'm clawing on something that's dead. So I'm gonna step back and notice Natasha, and I will walk over to the monitors, and it is my cousin.
Yes, your cousin is there in a white room, scared, pacing around.
I'm going to shift into Hamid. Where is that?
I'm looking. I'm trying to connect into things, but also look at that. And she'll point to the pack of pigs.
The elders can handle that. Where is that? That's my cousin.
Okay. I want to make sure make sure we have a connection. Okay, give me a minute. I'm trying to cross route and hack into a satellite and see if I can find shit. Hold on. I can do so much. Breathe.
Yep.
Confirmation is the important part. Okay, let me work.
I take out my phone.
Yep. And you see all the messages that said that, he came down. It was a surprise. It was going to be to congratulate you. And he came to visit, to spend time with you and your family, and he's missing.
And Natasha will start to try and see if she can hack to find the location.
All right. We will get to that in a second. I want to get back to Chase. All right, Chase, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and pull one of those metal poles to try and, while they're keeping this thing distracted, trying to beat the ever-loving shit out of it for killing one of my friends.
All right. I think it's a pretty easy thing with you being in Krynos, being able to rip the pole, one of the guardrails out.
Can I try and stab it?
You can try. You can always try. Well, let me see. Trying to remember if I have the spears listed. Let's go. This is going to be a strength plus melee.
Man, this is going to suck. I only have 2 strength. I was hoping.
Remember,
is there any way I could do it with...
you are in Krynos.
Oh, yeah.
That adds so
strength.
much.
And my difficulty?
Since it's distracted, I'll give you a difficulty 6. But you see, even they are struggling to keep this thing down.
I have 1 success.
So you swing. You do hit it, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. But you smack it. You're filled with the upsettedness of your friend being mostly ripped apart here.
Yeah, Chase is basically just going to howl and keep going at it.
Yeah. So we've got morose Chase howling. Garrett, what's going on with you?
All right. I think Garrett would probably jump down at this point, and he heard the thing say "not now."
Now is not the time. Yeah.
But he sees Johan's body. Garrett would try and jump in and I guess help fight this thing.
All right.
Garrett does not know about what happens when it touches it, though. So
yes, he does not know what happens when he touches it.
Would I be able to get in front of him?
Well, you could, in the midst of your freakout chase, I would let you have the moment of clarity to see Garrett jump down, and he's going full tilt at this thing. I will permit you to do that. Let's say I'm gonna go for Dex Athletics. I know it's not really a dodge. You're dodging into him to stop him. And Garrett, I'm going to assume that you're pretty pissed off, so you might not even see Chase coming. So go ahead and roll your attack roll.
All right.
What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna say, since you can see it and you have that moment of clarity, I'm gonna say the difficulty's 6. In your case, since you're trying to attack the skull pig, it's gonna be a difficulty 7.
I have 1 success for jumping in front of him.
All right, Garrett, show me what you got.
I got 3 successes.
All right, so Chase comes into the way and you bowl her over. That's what happens, is you both collide. Chase kind of collides off to the side, and yeah, you do get 1 claw in to try and do this.
All right. Oh, I should have used crap. All right, I forgot to do it. I know rage you're supposed to say beforehand, but I definitely would have spent some rage here.
I understand.
So, and that gives you extra action.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the damage?
All right, strength plus 2 on a claw.
Oh.
So you take your strength amount and then you add 2 dice. I know that's probably not exactly the kosher way to do it, but I like doing health levels this way.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so you do claw at this thing.
Yep.
When you go to claw down at this, Chase, I'm going to allow you to be able to say one phrase to him, because you see this is going to connect.
I just like push you out of the way and go in and rip at it.
Yeah.
But I can say one phrase.
Yeah, you can say something to him right as his claws are about to connect with this thing.
Stop, it's tainted.
All right, and you hear that right as your claws make that connection, and you get a nice good scrape down. But you do notice when you pull your hand away, there's these weird worms.
Yep.
All of a sudden.
So rips at it, pulls away, and it looks like you can see Garrett's like about to just lunge this thing and rip into it, but then he sees the I'm guessing it's like the black, the twirly worms, like
yes.
Yep.
And they're already starting to dig in.
Yep. See him like look at his hand. He starts like with his other hand, kind of like going like.
Yeah.
Like Garrett has no idea what the hell's going on.
You can smack it up.
Can he get rid of them, or is it like too late already?
There is a way to do this since he's only. But I will tell you, Garrett, you're going to take a lethal.
Yep.
So 1 lethal. But yeah, you're like, I'm Boss Garu now, and you do that, and you're like, yeah, you're excited, and then all of a sudden you feel this like pulse, this painful pulse that comes through your paw.
Yeah, he saw Siobhan do it to the guy in the room, so why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show off here.
What would Chase know about how this process works and the taint works, if anything? Like, would she know that you can get rid of them, or would he have to basically lose that hand?
It is very possible for him to get rid of this taint, but it requires a ritual that you don't exactly possess right here. You do know from what your ancestors told you because of that glorious roll you did that he will take another point of lethal for the next 6 turns. So you are at this crossroads, you see it there, you know the taint is going to grow down his hand.
Would
and
I
go down?
would I think if Mother's Touch would help slow the process until we can purge it, or should we
Mother's
just cut off its hand to stop it from spreading?
Mother's Touch will slow the process, but you know as well as anyone, you only have so much gnosis to be able to spend on it. So at some point, if you can't get it and get him to someone who can take care of this, then
It's gonna have to be like, okay, we
it's
need
gonna
to
have to
stop this
be
by brutal force.
yes.
'cause
Garrett, since you're
I can't heal this regularly, probably, right?
No.
Yeah. That's
Would
yep.
him clawing at it help spread it?
You mean claw?
Because like he was trying to like wipe it off, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Would it spread it to the other hand, or
No.
okay?
But Garrett, while you're down there, you do see Johann, who's unconscious and ripped to bits.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm thinking like seeing Johann ripped up and this person I want to slaughter right next to me.
And one of the other things is you notice that Johann is covered with these worms by this point. The body is starting to shrink.
Oh, so I see like the same stuff on my claws, pretty much all over Johann now.
Yeah.
All right, at this point, I think Garrett, well, it looked like he was getting ready to just beat this thing to shreds. You start seeing him back away, and he's looking very concerned at his claws right now. And you see he's constantly looking between Johann, his hand, Johann, his hand.
Yeah. And you begin to notice that Xandra didn't lay claw on him. It was literally an open-palmed kind of girl. The red talon seems to be carrying a glaive that he's using instead. But now we're going to go back to the control room. Natasha, you're going to get to roll your plug and play. So intelligence plus technology, you can use your specialization here. The difficulty is going to be 9. Because you are dealing with, well, you know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with fucking Pentex tech here.
While she's rolling that, I would assume Siobhan is pacing, waiting, and
Oh,
probably
yeah.
looking out to see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. At the point you see the craziness going on down there, you can see that the Skull Pig is about to do a full-scale 180, and it's going to try and break out of this place. Because it sees that it's kind of outnumbered at this point, and even though y'all are kind of flies to it, it's got other stuff to do.
I'm going to say, Natasha, give me your lighter. I take it.
You won't even think. Just here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm
I see Natasha in hacker mode and just
Yeah.
being like, here.
It's just here, take it, get out of my way. Yeah, and I'm gonna run down the ladder and light the fucking gasoline.
Okay. So you see the gas can there.
Mhm.
You see, interestingly enough, if it's still intact, the rags are still stuffed in so that you could actually light it and throw it.
I'm going to do that. I'm gonna throw it at the fucking pig.
Yeah. All right, let me reiterate.
Do I see her coming so I can get out of dodge?
I will yell.
Okay. Yes, you do see. And
I
since
have
this is
pipes.
a thrown weapon,
Mhm.
yeah, Dex plus athletics.
Okay, Dex Athletics. Now, as I am I'm basically have lit my Molotov cocktail here.
Yes.
And I'm yelling, "Get out of the way!"
Just kind of start shoving Garrett in front of me, like, let's go.
That is 4 successes.
All right. So everyone that's nearby, Dex Athletics. Difficulty's going to be 6. I'll roll for y'all's friends. The Skull Pig can't get out of the way. It's too big, really.
Mm-hmm.
And how many successes was that again?
That was 1, 2. That was 4 successes.
All right. You know that werewolves don't like fire.
Mhm.
And you notice that this thing kind of heals like a werewolf, even though you don't know any of the correlations.
I'm just assuming this may damage it.
Yeah, so it hits it, and you do hear it squeal, I'm not going to do it here because it's probably going to blow the mic out.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear it squeal, and it does flip out, and it busts through that wall trying to get away. It is on fire, though.
Good. We will have bacon.
Disgusting
No.
tainted bacon.
Tainted.
Tainted
that.
bacon.
Worm bacon.
So in rolling the intelligence plus technology, I am spending a will point, a willpower point, because this is Siobhan's cousin,
Yes.
and it is important.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a 4 success.
All right. So you start to put things together. This is somewhere deep in the hut.
In the hut?
Yeah. Which is the prison.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
You do know that Siobhan's father works at the hut. You do also know from you're looking through this, there is a tunnel that leads directly from this place to the hut.
Let's all go on a field trip. Let's all go on a field trip.
There is a way, if you go the way you're supposed to get into this control room, there is a ladder you can take down into a series of tunnels.
Okay.
And you kind of realize, is the hut related to Pentax?
That is in the back of her mind now.
Mhm.
And she'll go out. She won't close the door to the control room, but she'll go out of the control room and look at them and see who's in Hamid. And she'll look at Siobhan and go, "We're going to go visit your daddy's work."
Fuck.
Do I know who would know the ritual, the rite needed to get rid of the taint? Or Garrett?
Tim's wife would know it
So back at the cairn.
back at the Karen.
Yeah, Chase is like, no, we need to go back to the cairn to save Garrett.
Okay.
What?
I
What's
walk
wrong?
up to Garrett.
I'm still in Krenos, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone can see these little worm things. He smacked it a bit, but they're still there.
I take his uninfected paw, basically. I just put my hand on it. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to get you help.
Just see him, he's just like staring at his one hand that's got these black worms like floating around it. And he slowly, like, I guess more thematic, as you like put your hand on his paw and say that, like, you seem slowly go back into like Hamid form.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
I'm
can go-
guessing on the human hand, they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird. When you go back to Hamid form, your fingers just kind of look black.
Oh, okay.
Don't.
But it's kind of weird. You know that it's still there and it's still active. The skull pig does break through the wall here and leave. So there's a giant hole in this place. And the red talon goes after it.
So
instead of staying around.
Xandra is still here?
Xandra is still here. And she is actually going to shift back down. And this is the first time, probably, Siobhan, that you realize that Xandra is Fienna. She's never said anything. She's never indicated any sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows Kalindro.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Xandra, Garrett needs help.
I can
Meet Tim's
tell.
wife.
What the fuck is this?
What the
The
fuck
taint.
happened?
It's taint.
Just I hold up my hand, you see the
Shit.
fingers black.
So I tried to
Skull
stop you from
pigs-
clawing it.
Skull pigs carry taint naturally in their bodies. Their flesh, everything. It's why they are so difficult to deal with as Geru. On top of that, they eat worm-tainted relics and they become smarter.
I have a question. The Molotov
Okay.
cocktail that she threw down, did that also get Johan's body?
Yeah. So, yeah, there is a burning Johann corpse on the ground. Well, what's left of Johann's corpse.
We either need to get him back to see Tim's wife, remove the taint, or remove the hand to stop the taint from spreading.
Wait,
Z-
remove the hand?
It will keep spreading.
Xandra, can you please take him back?
I'll do what I
okay.
can.
I have to get. I have to go. I have to go. And I look at Natasha and say, "Show me where to go." I looked at Natasha and said, "Show me where to go."
Yeah, got you. Sorry. Somebody's texting me really quick. I apologize. Like, I can't deal with this. Okay, yeah. She will actually go back in and
That's on brand for Natasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm busy. Leave me alone. I mean, the purple matched her hair. I mean, she's on brand for it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will turn around and take her down to the ladders and take her down into the tunnels.
Okay, and I look at Chase and say, "You can decide if you want to go with Garrett or us, but I have to save my cousin."
Know that Garrett only has like a short period of time.
He's got basically half a day at max.
Would I be able to extend that a little bit with?
You could extend it with Mother's Touch. And that would actually weaken it to probably to where he might be able to continue to help.
Okay, then I will spend a point of Gnosis to cast healing or Mother's Touch on him. Be like, I can keep you going for a little bit longer, but by the end of the day, you need to find Tim's wife.
Jamie looks at his hand, kind of looks at everyone else. By the end of the day,
If you're lucky, if I have enough Gnosis, I can help make it that long, but
let's get this shit on. Let's go.
Thank you, Garrett.
AKA, I didn't want to split the party. That would be just a lot of work.
I know.
Yeah.
But Siobhan wasn't going to force him to deal with that and her problem.
I get it. I get it.
I'm assuming that our lupus forms would be the fastest mode of transportation through this tunnel. I'm
They
assuming
would
it's gonna
be
be a
after
long
you
tunnel?
get through the ladder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Natasha, with your plug and play abilities, you can actually keep the camera footage on your phone.
Okay.
You do notice something interesting. Siobhan's dad is on staff today.
Hey, Siobhan, Daddy's working. Is this good or bad?
It can be good. It can be good. He probably will. If he sees us there, I'll just say we're coming to see him.
That's good. Does he know that your cousin's even in here?
Probably not,
Well, we're looking at going down and deep. We're going down deep and dirty in here.
because it may be somewhere he doesn't even know exists.
Oh, nice. Great.
So
Fantastic.
let's get to it, because the tunnel probably takes us straight there.
Oh, yeah. I'm down. Kind of like I can't wait to have a fucking beer after this bullshit. Maybe probably something goddamn stronger.
Xander
Yeah,
kind of
let's-
looks at you all and is kind of like, "Well, I did what I needed to."
Thank you. And I don't know the friend at all, right?
No.
Okay. Thank you, and please thank your friend for helping, please.
He's not my friend. The only reason he came was because, well, I'm lupus. He wouldn't have given anyone except Chase the time of day otherwise.
Yeah, meanwhile, like Chase is just glaring at her like, yeah, we need to talk later.
Let's see if you can find me. But yeah,
I'll
the
find
whole
you.
thing is I'm Ragabash, so I don't really care about the fucking rules. So I heard you needed help, so I came.
Thank you.
And she kind of waves and leaves.
And we head down.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, these tunnels are weird. The moment you get down there, they feel, it's not oppressive exactly, but they are kind of tight. And you can see very easily how someone could get lost down here.
I'm gonna shift back to lupus form.
Mhm.
Can I be kind of weird? Like, can I kind of sense like the way the more people have traveled? Like, can I scent?
You
Like,
can try and smell things, but I will give you, these tunnels feel very clean, very chemical. So
It-
it would be
Sterile
perception
hallways.
plus primal urge. Natasha, while you're walking with your cell phone in front of your face, because that's what I assume that's how you do things. Yeah. You do notice on the screen, you do see Siobhan's dad, and you do see this weird kind of tentacly monster walk by him, and he doesn't even notice. He
What
doesn't
the
even notice.
fuck?
I don't know. I mean, how your dad missed that is fucking beyond me. I mean,
He's not one of us.
Oh, well, that explains it.
I want you to make an intelligence roll, Natasha. Just straight intelligence. I'll let you use your creative logic.
Because
And,
we all need
what was
that.
my difficulty?
Your difficulty, since these tunnels feel very clean, is going to be an 8.
It felt super clean.
At 3.
Wow.
What's my diff? I'm sorry.
Your diff is going to be a 6.
I got good perception and primal urge. So it's
A 4.
All right. Before we go on break, Chase, you do sense that you can smell the humanoids that have come through here. Maybe there was a particular sharp cologne that you kind of scent, and you're able to track that. Natasha, you realize that to make a werewolf, you need at least 2 kinfolk. If he
Yes.
cannot see that, then he's not kinfolk. And that's where we're going to go and take our break.
Oh, your daddy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in a world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive?
Welcome back.
And Astral, I did get my drink.
I'm on can 2 of Little Red.
I got nothing.
I'm just drinking mineral water, so I mean, I'm
I
just.
love mineral water. It's the good stuff. But yeah, if you live in North Fort Worth and can get your hands on Little Red, do it. It's delicious. And anyways, we are back in the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And Natasha shows Siobhan, your dad just walked right by this. He didn't notice it or see it. I guess I'm gonna ask, is it really your dad?
Well, he's the only daddy I've ever known.
Well, to make a guru, there needs to be certain things in play.
I know my mama knows what's what.
Oh, no. I know your mama knows.
My 2 brothers know what's what.
I'm sure, but do you know what's what?
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about this. But Daddy doesn't know.
Is Daddy a normal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then is your daddy not your daddy?
Probably, but it's not important. He's who raised me.
That's fair. I'm just making sure that he's okay because he just walked by that.
Yeah, he probably didn't even see it. He probably sees however it projects.
Okay, that's because family's important.
Because he doesn't. Yeah, I one time wolfed out, and Daddy just totally he didn't see it. He shut down.
Okay, so he's never delirium.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Daddy is normal.
Mhm.
That's a good thing because we want to make sure he's safe.
Yeah, that's why Mama brought me to the cairn, and my big brothers made sure I got taught how to control things as best I can.
At least you didn't destroy a $1,500 computer setup when you wolfed.
That would kind of suck, but we don't have that in our house. So
Have Chase doing the simple dog head tilt like the fuck?
and we're doing this as we're walking.
Yeah.
I was on my cousin's gaming system and the thing jumped at me. I went and it took me 4 jobs and 2 years to pay that back.
Oh.
It wasn't in my gaming system, and I went, oh shit.
Now, luckily, my daddy'd been drinking that night, so he just thought he dozed off and had himself a nightmare.
Even better because fuck.
Chase, these stories seem so weird to you, especially with, in the pack where you were raised, you were taught about the great wolves and how your father was one of these great wolves.
Kind of look over my shoulder, go back to sniffing, and just
My cousin is not a normal.
Great, so like that.
Yes and no.
Okay, can't wolf?
He can wolf.
Oh, good.
He's deaf.
Is what?
Deaf.
Okay, we can work with that. We just, you know SL, right?
I know, I do.
You do? Okay, perfect. Even better. So we go in, get your daddy, go break this person out, and then we save everyone, and there we are.
We get my cousin, and then we get my daddy.
Okay, even reverse orders, even better. And we'll get everyone out. Jazz hands, you can get laid tonight. I can drink. We're all happy.
Indeed. Get Garrett fixed.
Well, Garrett's probably already getting fixed in one way or another. I hope they take care of the smell thing too with his hand. Because
Natasha, that's rude.
Do you realize that the black ice was left in the car? It wasn't around his neck.
No.
So
he smells ripe. So
yeah, he smells very ripe now because of all the sweat and the tension.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this weird weird scent that's getting added to it. It's almost like a black licorice with cow piss kind of addition.
That's a combo.
What? Fuck, Vinya.
Garrett's actually, he's this whole time of walking been pretty silent.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's normally kind of happy-go-lucky, like, but he always has that air of like just not giving two shits pretty much about anything. But you can tell just what he's very tense. You can just see it in his body. Probably adding to the smell. And every so often you see him, he holds up his hand, like looking at it. He's trying not to like make it obvious, but it's if you look
It's
at him,
obvious.
it is obvious. Yeah.
Obvious. I mean, when you're walking up and you're holding your hand up, but there's like black fingers. It the contrast of color, dear.
Yep. It's kind of interesting because, yeah, it's on the tips of the fingers. And you kind of get the idea of how the progression will work. Is it'll slowly go down the fingers. And yeah, in your brain, you're kind of playing this out. I really do see Garrett worried about losing his fingers because Garrett does work with his hands. That is his way of life, 100%.
And he's not completely oblivious to a lot of the, like, I guess out of care, like the lore of werewolf. He's had a very brief like 101, so he's not completely sure like what the hell is going on.
Storyteller, I'm going to roll an empathy perception.
Go for it.
That is 3 successes.
You notice his he is full scale worried. The tension is high.
I know this corridor that we're in is kind of narrow, so I kind of slow my steps and sidle up beside him.
Yeah, he's probably behind everyone.
And I just take his good hand. And I just say, try not to worry. We'll get it fixed.
He looks down, just kind of laughs. You think we can fix this?
I do.
And he holds it up.
I do. I think Tim's wife will be able to.
Well,
it's not that bad. We can get it fixed.
Not that bad. Weren't these things eating our balls of fire guy before?
But it was chunky. He got things taken chunky out of him. I mean, it was like so a lot more of it went into him than it did you. So, and just think of it this way: if anything happens, there are alternatives, and we can put those on you.
Yeah, I heard about the alternatives.
A lupus just kind of butting up against the side of your one leg, doing that whole. I don't have hands right now, but I'm gonna comfort you.
I want to pet you, but I don't know if Garrett would do that.
Natasha will scratch for Garrett on Chase's head.
Oh yeah, the only thing I have now is my worm hand.
Why Natasha's scritching Chase for you?
Storyteller, I am rolling a charisma performance. I'm going to start singing an Irish morning song.
All right.
Anything going on in here?
It's very quiet. It's kind of weird how quiet this tunnel is.
6 successes.
There is an echo, especially with Siobhan's song.
And I'm not doing it loudly. But
I know you're not. There is just a low thrum. Because, yeah, Siobhan's smart enough to know that
announcing our presence is not the idea, but honoring our fallen friend.
And with the song, you realize that you will have to have a full-scale funeral for Johann when everything's said and done. Because he died in the line trying to defend and gain his honor.
Actually,
oh no!
Finish this one hand. He squeezes it tighter and then he lets you go.
Garrett, you do realize, and you do remember from the initial rules leading that what you're feeling for Siobhan is technically against the rules. But I don't think you fucking care.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's definitely something that comes to your mind.
And when the rules are being told to Garrett, he was probably like scratching his butt or something. Like,
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
Hashtag on point.
Yeah. But yeah.
Garrett knows he's a werewolf. That's cool. Why I have to follow rules? Fuck that.
Hey Gary, just cheat on me when we have to do the rules thing, and yeah, just get to pass. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
So-
heard about
For
some.
expediency, you head down this tunnel.
Mhm.
It's been very quiet. You haven't seen a soul. And finally, you get to a door. It is a full-scale metal door with bolts and latches.
Is there a keypad?
There is a keypad, actually.
Natasha!
All eyes turn to Natasha.
You do notice that this is probably where Johan might have been able to do some good too, but it just brings a little pain.
Damn it! All right, scrolling. Because God knows I'm gonna have to.
Difficulty 8.
While she's working on that, can I shift back to my homid form? Since that's what everyone else is in?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. And I won't even make you roll for it, because... Okay, 2 successes.
That's a
So you kind of look at it, and you start fiddling around with your phone, and at the same time, you're like, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
do.
You kind of... And eventually it comes through. You get through your hacking. Normally it would be a lot seamless if everything was on point, but something's going weird with your Solaris phone. Maybe it's dealing with all this Pentex crap.
I probably pop it after I get in the sunshine of your love. Oh, here it's open. There you are.
Yeah.
Now there's an even more confused Chase in the middle of all this, like, the
song Chase.
the giant ball in the sky?
Yes. The sunshine of your love. See, because your love has sunshine in it for everyone else to see, and it's based off the sun.
Okay, let's go in now that we have the door open.
You see the door swings open, and it's kind of it's weirdly medical in here. That's how you get the feel. You've gone from like industrial clean to full scale medical clean, and you're starting to go down this hallway. Like there's been a full scale shift from concrete to tile.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have that like nice sterile smell to it?
Ugh.
It's extremely sterile smelling. And you do notice it's a series of doors. There's about 8 of them in a row.
And there's no one in sight?
It's very quiet. It's weird. 100% weird. And as you're starting to walk past, you kind of look into these rooms, and the walls are glass for the most part to where you could see through them. And you're starting to piece together things. These are experimentation rooms. They have full metal slabs. They have accoutrements in there. There are places to where you can draw symbols on the walls to bring things into people.
Be on the safe side, I want to use my, while I'm in homid form, use my Predator's Arsenal to get myself some claws.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Do you have to roll anything for that?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I like double checking stuff.
Concentrates to gain access to fight and claw attacks for the rest of the scene or until she dismisses the transformation.
Okay.
People have to roll to. You have to roll to see.
For sake and purpose, I'll let you do it so that you could see this shift happen.
Yeah, so if somebody else wants to discern that there's something amiss with me, like my weird, like if I have teeth or whatever.
But it's it's one of those things you realize now that if this is connected to the hut, that means they are taking prisoners down here. And Pentex is doing what they want with them. You do see coming up, it looks almost like a nurse's station. Like, it's kind of like a centralized hub.
This is after the hallway with the doors. There's like a okay.
Is it still like deadly quiet?
It's very weird.
Garrett will like kind of look up at the ceiling. Are there any cameras or I guess mirrors or anything up there?
You definitely, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You definitely do see cameras.
So Garrett kind of points up, says,
We've got to find Scott and get out of
"We're
here.
live."
Is there any way oh no, I don't have that one. Fuck. Never mind. I did not have jam technology.
No, you do not.
Shit.
You have a gun.
Yes, but
That's
jam
one way.
technology just helps with it going, oh, look at the technology is jammed, kind of like raspberry.
I know what it does, but you have a gun to shoot cameras out.
Let me change my load, and she will take out the silver, put in regular, and she'll shoot both. Or shoot the cameras. With regular bullets, we are not spending it on the expensive silver bullets because those cameras ain't worth it.
You do feel a weird chill whenever you go to switch them out.
Yeah.
Because it's silver.
Silver, yeah.
Yeah, it does make you feel weird.
Yeah, but it's, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. These bitches ain't worth it.
Oh, yeah, they aren't. They aren't.
Not going to waste my money. And not going to waste my money on my bullets on them.
All right. Dexterity firearms.
Yes.
Called shots, difficulty 7.
Not a problem.
As long as you get 2 successes, I'm down with it being successful.
Are we down, or are we down?
We're down.
Down in a really around. Sugar, we're going down, swinging.
While Natasha is doing this, everyone else, I want you to roll intelligence plus investigation.
A tweet.
3. All right, so you easily pop camera.
Nothing.
Down in Chicago. Boom. Wait, do I have to roll something else or no? I'm good.
You were busy doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, Siobhan got nothing. She didn't get a 1.
She didn't get 1.
She didn't get a 1, but she got nothing.
4. All right. So, Chase, what you got?
2 successes?
Okay.
I'm assuming it's the normal, like, middle of the road difficulty.
Yeah, it's no problem. So you're kind of messing around here, and you pull one of the Garrett's looking, and while he's looking, he kind of puts his hands on a cabinet and rips it off the hinge.
Yep.
So files come out, and as you're looking down, you see experimentation logs, but then you also see
intake.
Well, you also see Pentex Experiment Alpha SP number 2. And that file, when it goes flying, you do see a picture of a skull pig.
I picked that up. Is there anything of note in the file? We read through it?
There is indeed.
Wait, can I read?
Can you read, Chase? Has anyone taught you to read?
I mean, if I've been spending a year with these fuckers, I've probably annoyed them to the point that they've tried teaching me. I'm gonna say.
Probably. So you get a little bit.
And
So
if
you
not,
see
you'll
her
pass
like
it off
hooked
to
on
somebody.
Yeah, like you see Chase trying to hook on phonics her way through it and be like, yeah, no, someone help me here.
Okay, Siobhan takes it.
Yeah.
We probably learned the F word.
All the swear words, probably.
Those came first.
Sally ran after Jack and went, "Goddamn son of a bitch, you fucking whore! Why did you fucking do this?"
But yes, you
Somewhere she learned it.
you take a look at the file, and you realize they've been sending the threatening letters. The skin thief was working for Pentex all along.
Mm-hmm.
They sent the letters, and you realize that him as Mal planted a worm-tainted relic in the cairn.
I'm going to fold that up and stick that in my pocket.
And with a pack of skull pigs, they are able to sense that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're going to come for the cairn to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put that in my pocket to take back with us.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm looking for anything that has gotten strewn about that shows a picture of Scott or anything like that.
Garrett, since you rolled high enough, you do see a picture of Scott. You find out that he's corridor C, room 115.
Yeah, so as you're looking at the sculpting stuff, I just pick up one of the random pieces of paper I knocked down.
You notice a guy that looks a little bit like Siobhan.
Yeah.
And I hand it, I'm like, this might be for you.
That's him. That's my cousin.
Corridor C. So Garrett looks around. Is there anything labeled corridor C?
You do notice that the corridor you came down was corridor A. And since you're in kind of like a hub location, you see corridors B, C, and D.
Oh, so we can
It's
end
like
a
a
quarter and then
circle
there's
around it,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You've now reached
The hub.
kind of like the central spoke.
Yeah. I'm going to look and see the labels, and I'm taking the information, and I'm running down corridor C.
Okay.
I'll follow after Siobhan.
I'll bring up her.
Yeah, Garrett will go too.
Natasha, while this is all going on, after you shot everything, you kind of missed out on doing the intelligence plus investigation roll because you were busy taking out the cameras, being a good sport.
Han soloing it, yes.
Yeah. You do look at the cameras and you do see that Scott is still in the room. He's getting freaked out. You see there's fog starting to drift into the room.
She will say, Siobhan bolted. There's fog coming into his room. Come on, Chewie. And she'll look over at Garrett. Let's go.
While I'm running, I'm going to shift.
Okay. My brain is melting now, so where is... Yes. All right, so it's stamina plus primal urge. What form are you going to?
I am going to... I'm going to go to Glabro.
Okay.
I just want a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, difficulty 7.
Okay. And you said it was stamina plus primal urge?
Indeed.
Okay. Three successes.
All right, so you shift. You see Siobhan gets a little bulkier. The clothes kind of stretch to fit the form. But they're kind of maxing out here. If she were to get any bigger, thankfully she has the clothes are tied to her. Otherwise, we might have problems.
We might have tits out for Gaia.
Yes, we might have tits out for Gaia. And that means Garrett might have balls out for Gaia.
You know?
It's dongs out for Gaia because, I mean, you can only see so many things and just, hello.
Yeah, but the problem is Krynos and all that. The dongs aren't really there if you want to...
But the thing thing is, does it shrink all the way up, or does it kind of just hang out a little bit? Go.
Well, it
"Wee,
depends on how happy they are, because then you have the whole lip sticking thing.
I don't know how happy is Garrett on that one.
But you do see Siobhan get a little bulkier. She gets a little furrier. She gets a little pointier. And yeah, you make it there. And yeah, you see Scott, and he's kind of banging at the wall now. This fog is not standard color. It's not like white fog. It's kind of greenish in tinge.
Dude, it's green shit. Break down that door.
Is there a keypad on the door?
There is a keypad on the door, but you think it might take
Too long?
too long. But I would totally have Natasha at least try it while you try.
Okay, I'll try breaking through the glass while she tries to get the door.
Yeah.
What's my DC?
Your difficulty is going to be an 8 because you're still dealing with all this Pentex stuff. All right, so I would say that this is probably, are you going to like body slam the glass?
It's going to be probably
Siobhan?
strength athletics.
It's actually Dex and Brawl.
Oh,
which
okay,
is
that
weird,
works too.
but
That's actually better.
yeah.
Is this something where only she can do it, or if I shift to Krenos, can I help?
You could shift to Krenos and help, but you have to stamina plus Primal Urge or use Rage.
I haven't used any of my rage. I
So
will
go
use
ahead.
rage
You're
to
going
help.
to use it. You're going to wolf out and go ahead and roll me, the same thing, Dex and Brawl.
I will use another point of willpower to add to my successes,
Okay.
and I got 3.
Okay. So
I got 7 successes
7 successes.
on the wall.
Chase, tell
What was
me.
the difficulty again?
Difficulty 7. Garrett, what are you
7.
doing?
Garrett's actually gonna stay in Hamid, and he takes out that big like Bowie knife,
Mm-hmm.
and you see him. He kind of like hunches down. He's like ready to, like if something jumps out, he's just gonna like gut it with the knife.
Okay, so he's kind of guarding the rear.
Yeah.
Got 3.
Well, I mean, there's
3?
2 people trying to bash it down. So,
While in the process of doing this, you leap and you slam and all this, and all of a sudden, in the process of the slam, Natasha swings open the door. So you make it through, but it's kind of a synchronous kind of thing.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
So basically, as I slam through, I'm grabbing Scott and running him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he grabs your hand and he starts running with you.
Mm-hmm.
Got the door open.
And
Good job.
as-
And I'm tall and butt.
Yeah. And as this is happening, you start to actually hear alarm sounds go
Of
off.
course.
Here we go.
Yeah. So,
As we go, I want to keep an ear out for anybody coming up on us.
Scott does try and stop Siobhan for a second, and it's like, what are you doing here?
And I signed to him,
Yeah.
saving your ass.
This is a trap.
Of course
They got me to catch you.
Of course they did. Now we're getting out.
And you look down the hall, and the way you came, things begin to crawl from the far end of the hallway, from corridor A. Tentacly monsters, things with bat wings, things that you don't think should exist. And they're coming down the hall after you.
What corridors are empty still?
She's looking on the screen or on the camera.
Yeah. You know, Natasha, that there is an exit into the hut from corridor D. So you have to head back down to the hub.
Mm-hmm.
Hub D.
And I'm
Yeah.
hauling ass, dragging Scott with me.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of doing the whole
Mhm.
Breakfast Club thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm saying
Wait.
we're going to do dexterity athletics. Since this is a group, I will let you decide who will make this roll. Because we're going to take this as like a chase scene.
Oh, great. We're Scooby Doo.
How long would it take me to shift back to Lupus?
You would have to. It doesn't take you very long to ship back to Lupus. It can happen almost instantaneously, but there is a huge amount of panic, and people are already running.
Who's got the highest dex? I only have
If
2.
she's in Lupus, it's 6.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're rolling it.
Oh, God, yeah.
All right, so it was Dex and Athletics. So she's going to shift back to her normal form.
Mm-hmm.
And is it the 7 difficulty?
Yes, difficulty 7.
Can I use my Iron Will again?
Let me see.
I think it's once per scene.
I think it's once per scene, so you might have already tapped it out.
Okay. So can I still spend a willpower just to get 1 success in
Yeah,
addition?
you
Okay.
can still.
So I will do that because now I have 2 successes. No
Alright.
ones at least.
No ones. That's the best part. All right, so you're booking it, and you make it to the hub. The crazy monsters are right on your tail. So you're able to make it past them so that they don't overwhelm you and meet you there. You're going to be booking it down this hallway. And you do see that there is another door coming up. This one's going to need a feat of strength. So who wants to take care of that?
Who's got
Presently have 5 strength.
I have 4.
So Siobhan's got to take care of this,
Yep.
probably.
So
All right.
strength and what else?
We're
Brawl?
gonna go. We're gonna go strength and brawl. Because you're not body slamming it per se. You're trying to.
Bowl through it.
Yeah.
Is there any way Garrett could help with that? Because this.
He
No, I guess-
probably could. He could probably shoulder check it. So go
Yeah.
ahead and roll the same.
One, 2, 3.
What's my difficulty?
I got 3.
Difficulty is going to be 7.
Oh, I got 2 then.
Okay. That's still good.
That's 5 successes.
All right. Together, you bust this door off its hinges. And so you can keep running through.
Okay. When we seem to transition to the hut, I'm going to shift back to my normal form.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett's actually going to stand at the door and make sure everyone else gets through before. Yeah.
That makes sense. Chase, I need another Dex Athletics roll.
Teach you can do this. We believe in you. We believe in the heart of your cards or whatever.
I love you all. I'm just letting you know that, even though I'm trying to kill you now.
4 successes this time.
Oh, nice.
No TPK.
Yes, I don't like TPKs personally, so
No
that's
TPK.
never my intention. So you keep running, and you see the tile transition to this weird green apple kind of color that you've heard, Siobhan, you've heard your dad talk about the annoying color.
God, this is like Green Mile. Dear Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Through
And you see Siobhan basically go back to her normal size and normal appearance, which
Yeah.
is quite attractive. But
Yeah. You hear the alarms are even louder here, Siobhan. You know this is going into a full-scale lockdown. So they're locking
I
all
just
the
gotta
doors.
find my
They're-
daddy. He'll get me out.
Yeah, they're locking everything down. And in the process of this, you also notice there's a whole level of confusion because someone decided to release all the prisoners at once.
Of course they did.
They're still coming behind us too, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yep.
They're still coming up.
God, start tripping the humans.
That's fucked up.
Me, I'm fucked up, but they're here for a reason. No, but they started Chicago way. Y'all die.
All
Chicago
right,
style.
I guess Deck plus Brawl from Natasha as we're going. I'm also going to need Dexterity plus Athletics for you.
I'm sorry, but it's...
Difficulty.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, difficulty for Natasha is going to be 6 because she is a Garu versus the regular humans.
Yeah, fuck them all.
Yeah.
And do you need
Chase?
Dex Athletics for the rest of us for dodging the humans?
We are going to get to that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see how well Natasha works. Difficulty is 7 chase for just the chase. Wow, saying chase so many times now.
I keep doing better each time. It's 5 successes this time.
Nice.
At least a 2.
All right, so you see Natasha, and she's running along, and she's just grabbing people and throwing them down. And Siobhan and Garrett, I need you to roll Dex Athletics to try and avoid getting tripped up by these things. And she's working really fast, so the difficulty is going to be a 7.
Can I say, like, they also, like, Chase is trying to find the best path
Got
through
3
for them?
successes.
2,
3 successes.
4.
Siobhan easily jumps over this.
4.
Wow, Garrett, you're able to navigate this. You step on the back of someone.
Yeah. Garrett's
you
style
hear
is
the
just
squawk.
Get
Garrett
through.
is like almost like linebacker mode, just bull rush right through the crowd.
Yeah. And it's just a crazy riot. You see the prison officers are trying to keep everybody calm and trying to get people back. They're starting to get into full-scale riot gear because that's exactly what they feel like is going on. So you're starting to deal with pepper spray canisters getting thrown, tear gas, all that stuff is starting to cause problems. Chase, what was your roll? What was your success amount?
It was 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah. So this is going on. Thankfully, the pepper spray and the tear gas hasn't caused problems yet for you, but you realize after this point, you're gonna be dealing with that. It's going to up the difficulty of the chase. You do find a safe path kind of interweaving. So you kind of see Chase do this little tail swish swagger as she kind of hops back and forth. So you can follow. You do hear screams behind you, Natasha.
Okay.
Because humans, you know, they're dealing with
Monsters.
monsters.
This is fine. No
Yeah.
fucks given. I'm just keeping going forward. This is where we're going.
Keep focused, going forward. Yep.
Started a prison break.
Yep. So, all right, we've got. There's going to be 2 more chase rolls in this before we get to the end. Chase, I need you to make another roll for me. Natasha, are you still tripping?
Oh, fuck
people?
yes. Absolutely.
Okay, do it again.
I give no fucks at this moment.
I mean, Siobhan would actually care if she wasn't trying to get her cousin out of the shit.
Yeah.
And my difficulty this time around?
Your difficulty this time around is going to be a 9. Natasha, it's going to be an 8 because you are now dealing with this stuff getting in your nose, this stuff getting in your eyes. It's not fun, and especially since you have enhanced senses as a werewolf, well, as a Garu in Lupus, you got to deal with that.
Only 2 successes this time.
That's still really good for what you're doing. So she kind of leads, but there's kind of a distraction. You get a couple more people, Natasha. You do.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dex Athletics from you 2. The difficulty's going to be 8 this time.
Come on, you guys can do it.
I still for that worm taint, do I take any more damage from that since then, or
She used Mother's Touch on you, so that's kind of delaying it. You do feel the twinge.
delaying? Okay.
I got 3.
It does feel a little sore, like you feel like another bout of pain is going to come on soon. All right, you hop over this. You're fine with this. Even
Well,
though, you know,
1.
it's starting to sting your eyes and, you know, things are going on. Garrett's a little more tricky. Garrett almost trips over somebody as his eyes start getting red and puffy. He's starting to get discombobulated. He's starting to feel that soreness in his fingers. So I'm actually going to roll for them since this wasn't as good. All right. Garrett, you do see snapping right behind you is this weird dog-like tentacled monster. You're able to get successfully away from it, but you know it's right on your freaking heels.
Boy. Okay.
All right, so we've got one more chase scene. Siobhan, you do see your dad. He's in full-scale riot gear. He's trying to get people back into their cells.
I start yelling, Daddy!
He's like, Princess, what you doing here?
Get us out and I'll tell you.
He's like, it can't exactly leave right here. He grabs his car key and he throws it at you.
And I catch it.
Yeah.
He calls you princess?
Yes, I am his princess.
Aw.
Does that mean he's a king of something? Because I think the Silver Feywild might want to talk to him about that.
He's the king of our castle.
Yeah. Oh, forward!
You head up some stairs, you spiral, it spirals kind of up because you know everything at the hut is done on kind of basement tier levels with hexes in place to try and keep lockdown
I'm sure
in
Siobhan
place.
has been in the hut itself visiting with her father.
Yeah, you
at
probably made
various
it to
points.
the break room.
Right. Didn't go
But
full, like, where
no,
the
this
people
is-
are held, but generally, got to see some
Yeah.
areas of the hut, especially
Yeah.
where the access is and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So card key access gets you through the first door. Chase, I need another roll from you.
This.
Is that
Difficulty
9
8.
difficulty? Oh, 8. Okay.
Since you've gotten some distance. And you're getting away from where the tear gas and everything is.
Okay,
Siobhan,
so
you notice that the tear gas doesn't really affect your dad, but you also know they go through extensive tear gas and pepper spray training every year.
I initially got 3, but had to remove one because I also got a 1, so I have a total of 2.
Okay, so you're making your way. You can see there are gates shuttering, and there's nothing Siobhan's daddy can do to stop this. So you start moving that way. Everyone starts bolting. Siobhan, you get stopped kind of by Scott for a second. As everyone else is running ahead of you.
And I signed,
And she...
why are we stopping?
And Scott stops you a little bit, and he speaks full, clear English to you. No slurring, no weirdness. You know you could stay. While everyone else is bolting forward. You could stay and help us.
Help who?
Help them. They're actually helping the humans more than we are.
She lets go of him?
He's got a hold of your hand. The grip is surprisingly strong. It's like, honestly, what has Gaia ever done for me?
I
we
haul
hear
off
this?
and deck him.
All right.
That's going to be a straight.
I believe it is. Yeah, since you're punching him, it's strength and brawl.
Oh, this just turned awkward.
That's going to be
Many
a
of us-
5 successes.
All right. You do hit him, and it does swing, but he doesn't let go. And you feel the nails kind of pinch in.
Do any of us notice this?
You're getting towards the railing where things are starting to come down, and yeah, you do notice Siobhan and
Is
Scott
pulling
aren't with
away
you.
and just decked him, and yeah.
And that's where Scott shifts. And
Oh, bitch, no.
You've seen Scott when he shifts, and he's a massive Metis werewolf. But it's kind of interesting. As he shifts up, you see the ears change. They're not wolf ears, they're now bat ears. His eyes are kind of black, and he's kind of drooling this kind of black sludge. The right master at our old Karen wouldn't let me get the surgery for my ears so I could hear. Remember who you're helping, Siobhan. These people wouldn't help me when I needed it.
Let me go, Scott. You've got to do what's good for you, but let me go.
I love you, Siobhan.
And I love you, but you got to let me go.
And he does.
They killed
in
my
that
friend.
moment. And he does. He just kind of lets you go.
And I take off.
And he kind of shouts, "They buried something in the cairn."
I know. Don't let
you've
them
got-
hurt my daddy.
I won't. You've got 4 hours.
Thank you.
Fuckity fuck 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 fuck.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I'm damn. She'll
All right. Dex athletics from everybody at this point.
lock arms with Siobhan to kind of like support her and help her through if she needs it.
We're kind of all running as a pack.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
And
Garrett's
this is 4
4
successes. All right.
Garrett's plan was actually to, like, as this was going on, take that knife and throw it at, like, the closest thing. More
To
as, like,
try
a-
and keep the door
Open.
the shutters.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you do that. It's Dex plus melee. 2 successes. Chase.
3.
3 successes.
3.
All right. So you throw that. It slows it down just enough for everyone to get out before the shutters fall. And you do see Scott in there, and he's sad. And you hear the tragic howl.
Gotta go.
Siobhan is just taking off. She's got tears coming from her eyes, but she's just taking off.
And it's real easy from here on. You get through the gates, super simple. And now you're right near the highway, right near the veterinary office.
Where's his car? I don't know your dad's car.
I take him to
We
my
didn't
dad.
give you the keys.
I'm sure somebody here can hotwire it.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out that
May or may not know. I don't know.
I take him to my daddy's car. If somebody can
Mhm.
hotwire it, go for it.
I don't know what the role for hot wiring is, but Garrett was a mechanic, so he can probably
I would probably do it as this is going to sound like a weird roll, but let's go intelligence plus drive.
Or wits drive?
Wits drive could work too.
Better.
Whichever one's better.
Oh wow. What's the difficulty?
Hot wiring a car with your specialities and vehicles. We're going to put it at a 6.
So 5.
Wow. So Garrett instantly pops into the car. It doesn't
Rips
take
out
him
underneath
long.
Yep. Just rips out part of underneath the steering wheel, puts 2 wires, just grabs 2 wires, puts them together, and start to right up.
Yeah, it starts purring like a kitten.
Take us to the cairn right now. We've got 4 hours.
Yup. They got a thing buried in here.
Since I was right there, I'll just hop in the driver's seat, I guess.
Go for it. Siobhan is in no shape to drive right now.
I will, Chase will go back into homemade form to make it easier on the car.
Hey, do shotgun. I'll take care of Siobhan in the back.
Primal Urge and
Stamina.
I don't know.
Natasha will just kind of
Difficulty 6.
hold Siobhan, kind of pat her on the back, get her to do whatever she needs to do.
2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Like before the last doors closed, Garrett just slammed down the gas pedal.
And y'all know where to go. The smell in this area as you get closer to the cairn is thick. Scott might have said 4 hours, but it doesn't smell like you've got 4 hours.
Can we hit them with the car? Do we think that would do any damage to the pigs?
First we have to find the relic.
Chase, you know that they heal like Geru do.
So hitting them with a car won't. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll notice it, but they'll heal.
It would hurt, but not much.
Natasha would make sure as we're driving to roll down the window because I don't know what the smell is like in the car.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. And Garrett, while you're driving, the pain surges through you.
So now it's not on my fingertips anymore.
It's grown down a little
Okay.
bit. to your
the
knuckles.
knuckle. Mm-hmm.
And I
You can
reach up
see
between the
as he's-
seats and kind of
As he's
cross
gripping
the
the
shoulder.
steering wheel, you just see the black like spread down.
Yeah.
And you
And
just
I
get Chase's.
need. Let's go. Stamina plus. We'll go Primal Urge. Stamina plus Primal Urge. The difficulty's 8. I'm trying to see how focused you can keep while driving the car. While you feel that.
That's a botch.
Oh.
Please don't wreck
So-
my daddy's car.
So you see Garrett and all of you see him scream out in pain as the blackness grows down to the knuckles. And in the process of that, he lets go of everything except for the gas. So the car starts careening out.
Garrett, grab the wheel.
Is there any way for Natasha to go and lunge forward to grab the wheel?
The only one I think that could would be
It's Chase because she's
Chase.
shotgun.
Chase, grab the wheel with hands.
She's getting yelled at to grab the wheel, and so she'll lean over. Not that she has any idea.
Go
Of
away
what she's
from
doing.
the ditch.
Oh, and turn this way.
That's a great time for a botch to happen.
I know.
Oh, that botches
They are
can be
always
beautiful.
dramatically appropriate.
So, what should she roll?
Intelligence plus drive.
Or
Okay,
read
so
a prayer.
just intelligence for her, because you know.
Mhm. The difficulty is going to be an 8 because you have no idea what this wheelie thing does.
I got 1 success.
So you grab it and pull it, but it's not enough to keep the car from going out of control. It's going to start spinning and going end over end. Siobhan,
She wouldn't know that you really don't want to yank on it.
yeah,
You're losing
she wouldn't
control?
know that.
Oh.
The car does go into a roll. It does slam and stop into a ditch, but Siobhan, Garrett wrecked your daddy's car.
No more
Garrett
driving for
might not be
Garrett.
getting laid tonight.
And for the sake of this, I would say everyone would take 5 bashing damage, but you do heal that in a matter. So it hurts like a motherfucker. Because I don't think any of y'all put on seatbelts. Because you're Garu.
I
In
know
the sake of
Garrett
this,
doesn't.
Garrett does go careening through the windshield.
Oh.
He did roll the botch. So yeah, Chase, you get full frontal of all this going on, and then Garrett just going through the windshield. And Chase, you have this idea that driving these metal chariots are scary. It's dangerous business. I mean, you've heard about, from other wolves that running into the highway and dealing with the metal chariots.
And knowing how cars land in a ditch, they always seem to land on the passenger side in the ditch.
Yeah.
So Siobhan has Natasha on top of her.
Yeah.
Baby, how are you?
Get off
Siobhan,
me! Get the door open!
I just totally wanted to lay on you, for fuck's sake. This is your lay. It's your lay, bitch.
Shut up!
Chase will try to crawl out the window after Garrett to use Mother's Touch. Because he probably took some damage from going out the window as well, plus, the whole weird fucked up hand.
thankfully, Garrett does heal, but he does look like he's broken for a second, and then you kind of see things pop and shift back into place. AKA, it's just bashing damage, so...
Okay.
Garrett stands up and he looks misshapen, and like a violent, like,
Yeah.
probably lets out this yell as it happens.
Natasha will roll on her back and then just turn around and kick the door open so she can just
So we can
get
crawl
it
out.
open. Yeah.
Now,
If possible,
how
I could
far
get
are
over
we
there and
from
rip
the
off
cairn?
doors.
It's happened. You know what? I'm gonna roll a dice for this.
so Siobhan can now say that
I got
Natasha
laid.
tapped her
There
for
we
a moment.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
This, the roll into the ditch, you realize that you were just by yesterday's.
How long is that?
Let's transform into wolves and travel like
That was about
proper
5 minutes
werewolves.
into the drive. This is normally like a 10-ish minute drive.
Yeah, so, gonna shift into lupus.
All right. Stamina plus primal urge.
Chase goes back
Garrett's-
into lupus form as well, but you know.
Yeah, Chase, it's easy for you. You just whoop.
3 successes.
All right.
Garrett's going into
Siobhan, what
lupus
is
also.
your lupus form? What does it look like?
My lupus form looks like a average-sized red wolf with some white markings on her chest and belly.
Mm-hmm. And we already know Natasha's is Funko purple.
So
I
she's
am-
actually a kind of petite wolf because red wolves aren't as big as the gray
Yes.
wolves and brown wolves. Yep.
I don't know what her original color was. She went bougie purple because
Mhm.
it's all different color purple. Because if you could be bougie, why not?
Yeah. Garrett, what does your lupus look like? Because you've been around, you feel a lot more comfortable in lupus than probably everyone except for Chase, because Chase was born in this form. What does Garrett look like?
It's actually pretty big wolf, and it's brown, but there's a couple different shades of brown. But he's got almost like I think I remember saying he's got like a shag coat almost, like on his back, which stays in his Krynos form also.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you
kind of,
kinda-
I mean, while he's big, almost like the different shades of brown almost give it like a mangy, sickly look.
Mm-hmm. And the best way I would describe Garrett is it looks like a mutt dog.
Yeah.
So he could fit in
With dogs.
with the dogs.
With the
but
larger
he's-
breeds. Mhm.
But yeah, he's bigger than your average. All
And
right.
Chase kind of gives that like kind of a woof of approval, like, okay, this is what we're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chase does have this,
success.
I see you. I understand this.
This world I like.
And
Let's
Siobhan
stick with
is
this
not
one.
comfortable in this form.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Natasha.
It's weird you have a tail now.
I know.
Everything smells different.
I'm too
But
small.
the tail's the best part.
My ass whooshes. I don't like
Yeah.
it when the thing whooshes.
I mean, I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
used to my ass swishing, but you know, it's
Yeah, you've got the tail.
wrong ass swishing. This is the thing.
I am gonna note, Chase is absent-minded, and y'all talking about tails. Her name is Chase is her tail.
Go ahead and give me a willpower roll.
And that's
as-
minus the 2 I've spent, right?
Minus the 2 you've spent.
And as Natasha's trying to, walk in that,
Difficulty is 8.
the tail just kind of moves her back end. It's just, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Not there.
Okay, so she got 1 success.
All right, you do feel the urge to chase your tail, and you start doing it for a second, but then you realize you have a job to do.
yeah.
That's to do. Let's run.
Yeah, you've got things to do.
And as Chase starts to run, Siobhan follows.
Yeah.
Because she knows that Chase is far more used to traversing in this form.
So you're running along. You do hear big, massive semis coming through the area because there's always semis coming through. So giant metal chariots from Chase's perspective. The giant, scary ones with the big wheels. And you make your way, and you know you have to cross the highway to get in to the junkyard. So let's do Dex Athletics. Chase and Garrett, I think you're going to have a difficulty 6. Siobhan and Natasha, the difficulty is going to be 8 because you're not used to dealing with this form.
I get 8 dice.
You said difficulty 6?
Yes.
I got 4.
All right. You crossed the highway just easy.
It's not botch here.
I got 4.
Okay. You cross easy. No problems. No, you time it right.
Botching is when you have 1s to match all your successes.
Yes.
Yes. You got a 2. You make it through, Natasha. Chase, did you botch?
I did.
Oof.
All right. So
I
you
roll so many dice
She
in this
played
too. I should have
Frogger and
had.
went splat.
Yeah, Chase is like, I know what I'm doing. I don't have to look. I don't have to look. And you see her leaping excitedly in this form. And all of you are on the other side.
Oh no.
We're watching her go wham right in the front of the semi.
Yeah, and yeah, semi hits her. You bloom, bloom, bloom. The semi doesn't even notice. And you all are just like,
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
"Ah." For the sake of brevity, I'm
Oh,
going
God.
to say Chase things go on. You feel fine for a second, and then suddenly you slam, and everything goes black for a second. And she has stopped right in front of y'all. You see her body is mangled and twisted. She looks dead. Straight up looks dead. And then you start seeing things. You see her blink once. And then things start popping and getting back into shape. The guts come back in, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Come on, Chase. Quit showing off.
It does take her a moment.
Many a squirrel wish they could do this, but no, here comes Chase.
Yes.
Find those bitches where they belong, in
All
the
right.
fucking dirt.
For the sake of this, Chase, I'm going to say that you, for the next hour, you're going to take a -1 to your dice rolls, because your brain is still kind of combobulating again.
The fuck did you do to my head?
So you're a little more absent-minded than normal, so...
Okay.
She's real
The worst part
ditzy
is
now.
I got all excited as my dice started to drop because it was like, oh, okay, 3 success. Oh, wait. I also
1, 1, 1.
1.
So you make it to the cairn.
Good. As I walk into the cairn, what do we see?
Everything seems to be going on like normal.
Okay.
There is a bonfire present. Tim and Nadine are at the front waiting patiently.
I shift back into Hamid. I take out the piece of paper that I grabbed from the facility and walk right up to Tim.
Yeah.
And I go sniffing around trying to find whatever got buried.
I'm right there. I'm starting to sniff.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, it's an easy grab. Tim kind of goes, "What's this?"
There is a relic, tainted, buried in our cairn. Mal has been dead for months. Sarah has been impregnated by an agent of the worm. And Garrett needs healing because he's been tainted by a skull pig. And there is a whole group of about 6 skull pigs in a pen waiting to be released for this relic.
There actually are released.
Or they may be out already. I've told we have 4 hours, but by the smell of things, we don't. Have we completed our task?
You have.
Said agent that impregnated Sarah is dead by my hands.
But there isn't any time to waste. We'll celebrate after this is over. And Tim releases a call calling for everyone to show up. Everyone search! We need to find this relic. It's covered in worm taint.
Johann fell in the battle.
Pups do happen to fall during rites of passage. We will mourn his passing once the danger is over. Tim does clap your shoulder a little. Everyone that can search, do so. Garrett, we will get you fixed up. Alright, so we can go perception investigation, but perception occult is probably going to be better. So if you're going for investigation, the difficulty is going to be a 9. If you're going with occult, the difficulty is going to be an 8.
Yeah, Siobhan's got nothing.
Can I use intelligence in occult?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll let you.
1. Got 1 on the occult.
So
No
you said
bodge, but nothing.
Yeah.
difficulty is 8 for the occult.
8 for the occult, 9 for if you're doing it the investigation way.
So -1 from my my little tumble with a semi. I have 2 successes.
Okay.
That is
So we've
4.
got 1, 4. Natasha, you, as much as you don't like this form. Yeah, you don't like it, but you definitely smell the taint. Focused. in this. So you start rooting around through the labyrinthian junkyard here. Because that's part of the problem, is that this junkyard is massive and cars are stacked on top trying to protect the Karen from outsiders. So only kinfolk and Garu of this Karen actually know the proper way to get to where the center is.
Storyteller, since I'm really no good at investigating, can I do like a perimeter check around
Yes, I will
to
let you.
basically be able to call warning if the pigs are coming?
That makes sense. Perception plus alertness. You basically climb on top of because there's cars piled on top of cars that kind of make a little fence around the area. Garrett, you smell this and you realize that Natasha seems to have caught the scent. So you start following her. Chase, you've got 2 successes. You see it's going the exact same way.
I got
I will follow
exploding
along with
10s
Natasha.
on my perception check. That's all of 2 dice.
Ooh.
So I got 5 successes on 2 dice.
It happens.
You look and you don't see skull pigs yet, but you do see some dust clouds far away.
Okay.
But
So
you do
they're
have
coming.
you do have the thought, if you can get this relic out of here in time with a proper place to ditch it to where they might be able to find it, they might just go on their way and not bother the Karen and not bother the town.
Okay. Is there any other Garu near me that I can report that to?
You do notice that Xandra's kind of leaning against the cards
Near
down
me?
below you.
Okay.
Kind of
Hey, Xandra. Because I'm assuming I can kind of guess about how far distant it is. I let her know they're about this far out. You may want to, let people know if we can get this thing out of here, if we can find it and get it out of here, we can route them a different direction.
Yeah. 5 successes is amazing, Natasha. I was not expecting this. I was going to do a full set of skill challenges to find this thing. But with 5 successes, you root this thing out. It was put into the trunk of a buried car. You find it. And you have to realize, oh yeah, I can dig in this form.
I hate digging.
So
And she'll kind of be like, Chase, dig with me. Come on. Faster.
And I will go in and help.
I think
And Garrett comes
also
over,
there.
just kind of looks odd, like, weird. No, this is great.
Yeah. So for the sake of this, Dex plus athletics. I know that sounds weird, but you're trying to do this fast.
The difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be a 7. It's down there pretty far, and it was pretty well packed in.
And we re-roll 10s, right? For
Mm-hmm.
loading successes, because I got 3 of those. Did good this time.
I got 2.
2.
3. Because I had it exploding.
Sweet. Everybody's doing so well. Even though we've had car accidents and...
I have 3 successes.
All right. With all 3 of you working together, you dig this thing out. The trunk is there. You see these weird worm kind of tendrils coming out the side. They're a different color. They're more like a sickly green.
Do I have the idea of, like, if we have some fabric, can we, like, pick it up without touching it? Will that keep us from being tainted?
Well, you're not sure if this would taint you in the same way.
Okay.
When you pop open the trunk, you do see there is a glaive made out of a Garu's jawbone.
Ooh.
There is some etching across the whole thing. And it seems like the moment that you open it, the greenish stuff stops. And it looks like such a simple thing.
Mm.
But you do get the feeling this is bad news bears.
So it's the glaive. That's the thing we need to get the heck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett, I want to turn back into Hamid form.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any vehicles here that are operational?
There's a couple of vehicles in the center of the cairn that are definitely operational because they're trucks and things for cairn usage. Right near you, Give me a perception plus alertness. Difficulty 7.
1, 2, 3.
Siobhan, you do notice that Big J starts hopping on top of the cars as well, and you see a couple of warriors stand up. This is a small Karen. There's only a couple of warriors here, hence why this problem is so
And
big.
as Siobhan has proven, she's one of them. So
Yeah. Yeah. Garrett, what was that roll again?
3.
All right, so you do see a car that you could possibly make work. I mean, it's like an old Geo Metro with a red with the rusted orange kind of effect going on.
Good old Metro.
The
Okay, I guess-
tires look okay.
What
Okay,
weird plan
what
I
would be
have?
faster, a Geo Metro or a Lupus running?
Garrett's idea is to get in a car and then I want to like almost like MacGyver it, the accelerator, and lock the steering wheel in place and just let the thing go.
That's going to be a problem because this is in a labyrinthian style junkyard
Yeah, but if we get the
place.
car out of the junkyard
I
and
don't
just
think we have time. I think we just need to get this out ASAP. Nothing elaborate, just out.
mother trucker.
Is the taint still like on my knuckles?
Mm-hmm.
Garrett just looks at his hand, looks at the box, looks at the car. Oh, fuck this. He just takes the box, throws it in the Metro, and then he tries to hotwire the Metro.
All right. Was the role we used previously? Was it intelligence and drive?
Or wits, yeah.
Wits and drive, because that's probably better for you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so you successfully wire this Metro. You get that whine from the engine because it's a very small engine.
All right. So Garrett just, it's the car
Siobhan,
just looks.
when you look, you do see this like bust of black smoke coming from somewhere in the labyrinth.
As long as the thing moves.
Yeah.
Yep. So his plan: put the thing in the car, get the car going, hop in the car, and drive it out of Labyrinth.
All right. And you know the way. Is anyone going to try and get in there with him, or are you literally booking it so that it's all on?
I was trying to do it and make sure no one else got in with me.
Okay. All right, but you see Chase and Natasha, you see Garrett hop in the car, steal the box, and start driving out.
I imagine I'm standing on a car near the entrance.
You are.
I'm going to jump on top as he drives by.
Chase is
All right.
chasing the car.
Natasha's right behind Chase.
All right. So we're going into a chase again.
Yes.
Chase Garrett.
All right, so it's going to be a challenge roll. Who from the Chase and Natasha side are going to be doing the rolls here since you're both in Lupus?
I'm nominating Chase because she got more dice than I do.
Siobhan, I want you to roll dexterity plus athletics. Difficulty is 6 because you can see Garrett bolting through. You see exactly what he's trying to do.
We'll just, beat his head in later. This is fine.
Again,
4 successes.
Dark.
4 successes, so you successfully jump on top. Garrett's focused. He's like, it's almost like
Because this
bloodless.
Geo Metro ain't going like lightning speed or nothing.
No, so
Probably not.
Chase, what was the dice again?
I botched again. I rolled 110 and 2 1s.
All right, so as you're chasing Garrett, it's all of a sudden you see like, twinkly lights in your eye, and you and Natasha go snout over tail over each other.
Oh.
And it's almost like, Chase, you're thinking you're playing a game with one of your family. With one of your things.
You just your hair is so pretty.
Yeah.
These are fuck that.
Garrett, Give me a Dex and Athletics. No. We're gonna go Wits and Drive because you are driving a vehicle. But you did hear the thump on
Yeah.
top.
Of
I'm
Siobhan on
gonna-
top.
I'm gonna. Yeah, he has no idea what the thump is, so I'm gonna pump a point of willpower into this. Ooh, there's 1, 3. So 3 successes.
All right, so you're Chase and Natasha. You see the car reach the main part of the road.
Natasha will get up and try to start running again.
All right. Yep. Y'all
She'll
can
try
make.
to follow again.
Yep. Y'all can make the roll again.
Meanwhile, Siobhan is actually leaning forward so that Garrett can see her face, and she's just got this silly shit-eating grin.
So she says, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Let me in, fool.
I
This
don't
thing
know.
has no windows on the side. I'm picturing it's very much.
Oh, okay. So if it has no windows, then she's gonna hop in a window.
Yeah, she can slide in. And you do smell this, besides the weird smell of tainted Garrett, you do smell there's something else in this car that's
But
not
Siobhan
good.
knows where the pigs are, so she's gonna say, "Okay, this is where we need to go."
Okay.
I got 4 successes this time to chase them, by the way.
All right, so yeah, you do see Chase and Natasha start pulling up behind this Geo Metro, and they can keep up with it. So it's only because they had this weird incident that you're ahead right now.
Geometry like loud
Yeah.
bells, smoke popping out of
And
it.
Four cylinder.
vibrating. And
Gotta
Garrett,
wind it
as
up
you
first.
as you look up, you do notice there's like a hole in like the cloth interior, and there is a raccoon there hissing at you.
Oh, hush your mouth before I gut you.
Garrett just looking in the rearview mirror, almost like, "What the fuck?" I look.
All right, give me Dex and Drive again.
All right. 4.
Chasey. Dex Athletics.
Wow. Holy cow! 2 exploders.
The hatchbacks didn't even have 4 cylinders; they had 3. That is true.
Yeah.
That is
Geometry
true.
3. Yep.
That's why anytime a crappy car is needed, I go to a Geo Metro.
Geometro, because they
Hey,
are the
I love
crappiest
Geo Metros. That was what I learned to drive in. It's,
Yeah.
they're near dear to my heart.
Older ones didn't have power steering fluid.
I had
Power
a
steering
Lumina
either.
Z34.
Yeah.
Vroom,
I
vroom.
got 4 successes on that.
All right, so you're still going. You still got this raccoon kind of in your face, not very happy that you're there.
Okay, I'm grabbing the raccoon and throwing it out the window.
Wow! It's empathy, just like, oh, nature, fuck you, Chuck.
Yeah, I know, right? Wow, I thought y'all were Garu. I didn't realize I was racing black spirals.
I will
It'd
say
be
that
fine if the fucker shut up, but it's mouthy.
my dice finally liked me, and with rolling 3 10s and being able to re-roll them and all that fun stuff,
Jeez.
I ended up getting 7 successes, and that's after taking off the
Oh.
one for still being discombobulated from the semi.
Chase and Natasha catch up with the Geo Metro.
Oh,
They're
good.
right
The
beside
windows
it.
are open. They can jump
Yeah.
in.
They can.
Yeah,
So
And yeah, you see this upset raccoon get thrown out. And it's like,
Yep. Chase, do you want to jump in first?
you go.
No, you go, because just do it. Just do the thing.
Dex
She's kind of skittish
Athletics.
because she's not having good luck with cars recently, but yeah, she'll jump in.
It's not like we're going fast enough for the raccoon to actually get hurt. Okay.
Yeah, it's just flipped out. Its home suddenly started moving, and suddenly there were these foreign entities in it, and it's
No
home.
one grabbed it and just chucked it out.
Yeah.
I'm home now, bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, for the sake of everything, I'm going to assume. Chase, what's your role to jump in the car? I see the face.
What do we need to roll? I'm sorry, I got distracted with
Dex
that.
plus athletics.
He was absent-minded. Give her a moment.
Yeah.
Chucking
I
raccoons
absent-minded in
distracts
real
her.
life, so
Ah,
Fucking trash pandas.
Well, we now know
Was
what
that
Siobhan thinks.
A 6, 7, 8 for jumping into the car?
7.
Okay, thank God. So that was 3
Natasha's
successes. No,
face there. Oh my gosh, Junie.
2 successes because I got 2 ones, and then
Okay, so you jump in.
1 success because I also have to remove
Oh,
1
yeah.
from the
So
semi.
the way you jump in is you hit the door a little and you just kind of flip in.
I meant to do that.
So graceful.
Natasha, it's
Natasha
your
only
turn.
got it 2.
And
Okay.
I have shotgun. So
All right, so Natasha is again laying on top of someone else. Natasha,
Natasha, you're just
over
laying
Chase.
everybody tonight.
You know what? At least I didn't give up sex. I only gave up alcohol. It was a slight difference.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm half tipsy, okay?
I can get all the sex I want. I just can't drink and get drunk.
Yep. But yep. So you all make it in there for the sense of expediency. Garrett, what is your goal here? Where are you taking this specifically?
I have directed him which direction the pigs are, so we need to go away from the cairn and lead them basically away from the town.
Yeah, I guess, is there more, I guess, on the outlying land, is there any giant bodies of water or anything that's...
There
Yeah,
is
I guess
a
the water's
big
the
body
best.
of water. It's called Runaway Bay. It's the bougie part of Bridgeport. That's where the fancy people live because it's right off of the lake. There's also the Endron oil rig that's out there.
Yeah, let's put it out near the oil rig
Oh, damn.
because that's a Pentex thing. Let's give them a
Endron.
dose of their own medicine.
Yeah,
All right. So
okay, that was my
They
second
brought
idea.
them-
Anything explosive, and I was like, no, an oil rig, sure.
Oh my gun, we can't explode things.
all right, Garrett, you start to notice this cloud that's behind you is not a cloud anymore. You're starting to see features.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to see tusks and weird worm things. You're starting to see dead eyes of boars. These massive animals are taking up the space of the highway. So,
Oh boy.
Chase will transform into Homid form as to not be a huge heavy weight in the back of this tiny little toy car.
yep.
Dash in and touch his head. Life is a highway. We're gonna dump these pigs in a water. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
How far away is this oil field?
It's about, to be honest, it's about 20 minutes away, but you have the thing they want.
All right, so is there any way we would get there before they would overtake us? like 20 minutes is a long time. I'm wondering,
Garrett,
will the
roll a
geometral...
gnosis check.
Uh-oh.
That's so good.
I'd like to roll one as well because I'm
I got
sure
one
Siobhan is
success.
calculating this herself.
Got 1 success.
That's 3 successes.
Oh, good. Thank God for Siobhan.
All right. So you look, and it's really interesting. But you see someone that looks kind of like Johann. Kind of like Johann.
Where?
But he's kind of sitting in the back seat. But you see the features are kind of odd. They're sharp, they're pointy. It almost seems like he's kind of mixed with some sort of animal. Some sort of lupine, but not a wolf.
Hmm.
Siobhan, since you rolled the highest, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of winks at you, and you see him zip into the engine. And all of a sudden, this vehicle goes way faster than you expected. Like, you see it going from, 50, which is Garrett flooring it. And it's going up to 80,
70 and
90.
80. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
saw
have
I,
a very
Sun.
terrified Chase.
I saw
watching-
Johann do... I saw the Johann figure, right?
Just
You
a
saw
little.
Johann, but I saw him actually do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Johann's spirit is helping us.
He's gonna get his balls of fire then.
Yes, he is. We just have to bail out before it crashes.
Yep.
It's gonna what? What?
He's making the car go faster.
Metal chariot, go voom.
Yes.
Voom.
We're running into an oil field.
Just kind of clutches Natasha like this is not right.
I know.
Yeah, you feel it slamming you back, and I mean, this car isn't well taken care of, so the seating is not very great right now.
Natasha pulls out her phone and plays Chariots of Fire.
Okay, we can deal with that. Yeah,
Gotta have some theme music going on.
I'm down with this.
This is totally theme music right now. Yes, absolutely.
All right, so you make it. You can see the oil rig. You kind of see the little spouts of fire there. You definitely feel like this place is disgusting and evil, and it's on the other side of the lake. So you cross the bridge.
Okay.
I
I'd
think
say
it's time for us to get out and let Johan take the wheel.
as we start to approach, I'll like yell in the back seat, like, "Get out now!"
And Siobhan's going to try to open the door if it opens. If not, she'll leap out the window.
All right. Dexterity plus athletics. Everyone that's leaping out.
Natasha will look at Chase and go, door out.
All right.
Right. Difficulty is going to be a 9.
Oh crap!
Because
I said I was
the
in my
car
home.
is going so fast.
2.
Can I know I said earlier that I transform back into Homid to make it easier to be in the car? Can I say like she tries to go back into Lupus mid leap?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
1.
All right. So Siobhan, you leap out of the car. It's rough. You roll.
Imagine I take a little basically like superficial damage.
You scrape up, but it heals up. Natasha, you leap out, and you do the same thing that Chase did, leaping in, but getting out. So you flip.
Ass overhead.
Yeah. And so you're on your back.
Fucker!
Chase, you leap out, and weirdly enough, this feeling is oddly reversed. You are now on top of Natasha. And she's in lupus, so she's heavy.
Dude.
Hey, Natasha, you got laid.
You just have like that weird kind of
She's gonna immediately
dog noise.
shift into Hamid, look at Siobhan and go, at least I can get laid.
Bitch.
Garrett, what are you doing?
Take one to no one. Love you too.
Love you, babe.
I got one success on the roll, but I want to like once everyone gets out, I purposely want to stay in the driver's seat for a little bit longer.
Okay.
But I mean, I got success that I can get out, but
yeah,
I want to get going. I look and see that they're out of the car. I just look at the oil fields ahead, look at the engine, says, "Come on, bro. You want your balls of fire? This is the time to do it."
Oh, wait, hold on. Get off me, dude.
And then I just kick the door. I literally just kick the door off like its hinges and just roll out.
This is kind of interesting when you're in the process while you're talking about this, the chair that you're in feels like it pushes you out, so it breaks and kicks you out of the vehicle. And in that process, you kind of see a version of Johan that's very much more coyote. Look at you, give you a wink, and you see the Geometro burst into flames as it goes and hits the oil rig. And in the process of hitting the oil rig, you see it go up and explode. And while it's doing that, you start to hear all the screams of the people that actually work on this oil rig, the humans, and also some weird tainted howls that you hear down.
It's not really a bad thing.
It's collateral damage.
Yeah, okay, we're done. I want some waffles.
We will fast forward. Garrett does get his healing from Nadine. So that happens, so his fingers are saved. You all head to the local IHOP that's in Decatur. And you go and eat delicious breakfast food. A little bit later, you hear about on the news about the Endron plant exploding, which puts over half the town out of work.
Oh.
And proceeds to cut off the gas and stoves for the town for nearly 6 weeks.
Oops.
Oops.
It's
You
a good thing
know,
to people know how to
compared
cook
to
and
what they had planned for the town, I think that's a better alternative.
yeah. I mean,
Less
camping for
semis to run me over. I'm happy with that.
yeah, I'm okay with this.
And as I tend to tell people about werewolves are their own worst enemy. They make their own enemies, and they make humans dislike them and distrust them for all these things that happen. But this is where we're ending.
But Siobhan is getting laid, y'all.
Wait, I can have alcohol again, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the process of this, you go through your naming. So, Natasha, you get granted the name of Looks Two Screens.
Because you can never have two screens.
Chase, your name gets changed from Chases Her Tail to Steel Wolf. Garrett's name gets his Garrow name, and it turns into Runs with Metal. And Siobhan gets Speaks with Fire. And now you are all properly Garu. And you can speak on the Karen's behalf.
Thank you so much, Nikki, for this
It was
game.
so much fun.
Yes, this was amazing and an
Oh, this was
amazing
awesome, yeah.
conclusion to our story. We are so sad that Deadpool, aka Johan, was not able to play with us tonight, but we think he had a good out. He basically saved the town. So, yeah, that's awesome.
I'd like to say before I hand it over to Reelin to do the outro, I expect to see more Werewolf next year.
Ooh, that's right.
Ooh.
Nikki's talking about doing an actual long-term campaign next year.
Yes.
So keep your eyes peeled. You'll want to join us in Discord for that because we do post all our casting calls in our Discord channel under the casting couch. So you want to keep your eyes peeled there, join us there, chat with us, hang out with us, get acclimated to the community, and sign up for our games because we post them there to field players from our viewers and community members. Basically, everyone here is from our community. So, is someone going to post the Discord link? Good. Thank you, Astral. All right. And then if you like our content here, do check out some of our friends. Somebody post a friends link in chat so that folks can hang out because we do have friends such as Junie Von Esch, who has her own channel, The RPG Table, where they stream a vampire chronicle on Saturday afternoon. So you'll want to check her out. They're playing in Chicago and it's a dumpster fire too. So if you like dumpster fires, go check her out.
Huge. Today was an even bigger dumpster fire, and I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
Why are you like this, players?
People treat you like this. Oh wait, you're D&D characters. Never mind. Everything's a dumpster fire.
That says it all.
You're not wrong.
Chaotic dumbasses are like the best kind of D&D players.
If you like the content that you've seen tonight, consider giving us a follow or a subscribe here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you do get a free subscription every month. Consider giving that to us because we do strive to create awesome stories to share with our viewers. So if you like that, support us. If you donate any bits or donations during our streams, they do not go to me, they do not go to Shanky because we are married and the founders of the channel, but they go to everyone else you see on screen. We give our donations and bits to our players. So if you do that, then they get the money. So you can buy them a lunch or a coffee or something else. I mean, if it's a big donation, they might be able to actually, go out to dinner. Um, and then if you like the stuff we do here, you can check out all of our back content on YouTube. We have the McStabber Studios YouTube, which you will see our 1-shots and 2-shots, such as this werewolf game on the McStabber Studios channel. Haunted Chronicles, which includes the Chronicles of Darkness stream that's on Tuesdays, and also once a month on Tuesdays, the Darker Waters 7th Sea campaign is on the Haunted Chronicles channel. You can check them out and give them a subscribe there. And then we have D&D 5e Ishvel, which is a Norse-inspired D&D game that streams on Saturdays at 3 p.m. That is available on YouTube as well. And go give them a free subscribe, please. They are 15 away from 100. Once they reach 100 subscribers, they get to have a custom URL so they can change that god-awful Cthulhu summoning URL to, youtube.com/Ishvel. And it costs you nothing. And once they reach 100, we are giving away 2 $50 gift cards to Drive Through RPG. I would really like to get this done before Christmas because I would love to give that Christmas gift to 2 people. 2 $50 gift cards. All right, so last thing, upcoming schedule. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Vampire the Masquerade, 5th edition. Windy City After Dark. It's a Chicago Chronicle, the Coterie. Finally starting to come together, but holy hell, they are in a giant fucking mess. So tune in at 5 o'clock Eastern tomorrow to see what happens to them and how they decide to pull through it. You won't want to miss it. It is fucked up, y'all. Tuesday, Haunted Chronicles is on break because on the 4th Tuesday of every month, we have Darker Waters. So that's what we have on Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern. 7th Sea, it's a swashbuckling pirate, privateer campaign, sailing the high seas and, plundering and looting and having a grand old time. So they will be playing that at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Saturday, we have Ishvel returning at 3 p.m. And that's it. We hope y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoy your time. Stay safe, stay home, please. Wear your masks, wash your hands, keep your social distancing, but also don't be hesitant to reach out to people if you need them, because social distancing is hard emotionally and mentally. Join us on Discord. All of us there are happy to speak with anyone that needs to be lifted up. We are happy to do Zoom chats, usually once a week, so that people get some social interaction outside of their immediate household. Join us for that because mental health is important and we take that very seriously here. So take care of yourselves. Reach out if you need someone. Someone's always willing to listen. Okay? But thank you everyone so much for joining us tonight. We had a blast playing Trailer Park Werewolves, the dumpster fire, sessions. Yes, it was fantastic. Ravinia was amazing. This was her first time with a game DMing it for our stream, and she did amazing. And we are so happy that she actually wants to run a werewolf campaign. So join us in Discord. We'll see you then. We're happy to chat with you after the game there. Bye-bye, guys.
Hi.
Hi.